And we're live. So welcome welcome to Upturned Table. So this is our second session, our first actual session. That was just a little introduction. So the clock is ticking now for Case File 2, Fiery Angels, for the Bladerunner RPG. So with me are Matt, Will, and Terry. Hey, guys.
Hello.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, I like how our introductory session was almost everybody died.
Yes.
That was the introduction. Now let's get going.
Yeah, it was like running a funnel, just that. And it's not even, nothing even started yet. You guys are still in the morning. It's still morning of the first day. And you're banged up. So, yes, so a prisoner was brought in. So Ellis Vale and our three Blade Runners, so Perez, Amor, and Bishop, were watching this interrogation that was requested to be performed by Perez, and an old VK unit was brought in, and Perez ran an old-style empathy test on this unknown person who was suspected of being a replicant, had no serial number, had no identifying, nothing that identified them as a replicant, but was incredibly strong. Was able to hold off about half a dozen Wallace security, and was brought in. So, what were the results of the empathy test, Perez? How did that look for you?
Well, he tested positive for being an asshole and also a replicant.
Yes. Right. Yeah, you got conclusive results, and you're experienced enough that you knew you were reading everything correctly. So yeah, that was a replicant you had on your hands, and obviously from how many punches and gunshots he took. So, but he was finally subdued and taken away. So medical has him now, and they're going to stabilize him. And you have been requested to for a briefing in Holden's office. So Holden,
Hey,
yes.
We'll all
let's
limp in
over
there.
Yeah.
All right. So just to refresh, Deputy Chief Dave Holden was an old school Blade Runner. He was nearly killed by the Nexus 6 replicant Leon Kowalski about 18 years ago. Yes. So he has a rasping breath from his artificial lungs. And so you enter his office, and he is reading the day's Independent Sentinel paper when you come in. All right, so Holden says, sit down, all of you. So you were supposed to run an empathy test on the prisoner, not pummel him. So we still have no idea why he did what he did and why Wallace sent us to him, and even who he really is. I hope you at least got conclusive results from the VK machine. What do you have to say for yourselves?
We did, and he broke my arm.
All right, we'll have that checked. After
I'm gonna steal one of his cigarettes with my good arm.
All right. All right. So, yeah, it looks like Wallace dropped a real mess in our laps. So Holden takes the Sentinel, and he throws it down on the table facing you, and he taps his finger on one of the articles. And if I could find the handouts, I would show you. Let's see here. So here is today's Independent Sentinel. All right. And so he's tapping his finger. So not on the article with his photo. He's like, yeah. It's a very flattering picture. Here. And he's tapping on the article on the upper right. The Wallace Corp warns of bootleg replicants. So if you guys want to take a look at that. Can you all see the
Bootleg
paper?
replicants. Yes.
Yes. So they knew exactly what they were hitting us with. Let me make sure. All right. So they knew exactly what they were handing us. Any of you heard of bootleg replicants? I guess black market outfits are using stolen Tyrell technology to create their own breed of skin jobs, unregistered. They're rare, but cases have been reported over the years. Some unsavory clients prefer using black market bootlegs rather than the Wallace Nexus 9s because they're tailor-made.
So that's why there was no serial number on his eye?
Yeah, we're suspecting that's what Vale was, and that's what and Wallace was testing us to see if we could see what we could do with one of these, and to gauge our response. And I'm also guessing it may have been a little bit of a present for Perez because they requested he do the test. So obviously they're getting a little sensitive to his fondness of sitting outside their headquarters. So Wallace sees this as a huge threat, of course. Their monopoly on replicant manufacturing is not something they're going to give up. They don't like spies stealing their tech. So the thinking is that this bootleg, was sent in replacing a legitimate employee to steal more information to help make these bootlegs better. They were going after the old Tyrell data in within the Wallace Corporation. Of course, now Wallace is breathing down our necks to sort this out. So if Vale was a bootleg and was being used to infiltrate Wallace, he's probably not the only one. So replicants like these are going to come in batches. So Wallace wants them found and eliminated. So along with whoever is producing them, this needs to happen as fast as possible.
So they gave us a bomb hoping it would explode, and now they want our help?
That looks like about the size of it. And it's not like you didn't bring this on yourself, Perez. I think you know. I think you know how Wallace their effect on the LAPD. There are funding. There are backers. So if you piss them off, they're gonna kick back.
Hey, Amor.
Yeah.
Look at the article below that article.
Yeah, I've already read that.
Yeah, they covered that up as well. So nothing's been revealed about what went on at the memory bank with Lila Tyrell.
So
It looks like not a single N9 has been convicted of a crime. That's good to hear.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well,
What a
that's
spotless record.
Yeah. Well, I was consulted on that article, but of course, we know better. And so, just as Holden is saying this, another individual bursts into the office. So we have another character entering, and you may recognize him, especially Perez. I'm not sure if the replicant Bladerunners are going to have a memory or record of him. You may have come across if you're just looking at personnel files, but Perez will recognize him instantly as Ray McCoy. So, do you have any history with Ray McCoy? He's a old school human Blade Runner.
Are you asking me like I'm forgetting something about my character? Or are you asking me
just in your experience. So, was he any sort of a mentor to you? Because he was like Holden's, Deckard's, kind of generation of Blade Runners. He was involved. He took down. So, what you do know is McCoy and Holden were responsible for taking down the last Nexus 6 that was on record. So they're very old school.
I probably have met him and know of him, but if he's more of a straight shooter like Holden, and less like a gaff, then I probably didn't spend a lot of time with him.
Right. Okay. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. He's known to be particularly violent and cruel with replicants, kind of merciless. And
I'm just corrupt. I'm not violent.
and if you played the PC game from the 90s, he's the character that you played.
No.
Yeah. So Easter egg. All right. So McCoy just bursts in. He doesn't even knock. He just bursts into Holden's office, and Holden says, "McCoy," and McCoy's shaking his head. "Your guy didn't make it. Flatlined in medical. They're moving him to the morgue. You rookie skin jobs must have been a little heavy-handed." He's a smoker too. So McCoy steps around the desk.
I used the kid gloves on him. He was fine when he left there. A few bullets shouldn't have taken him.
Yeah, I mean, maybe correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't remember him getting any worse off than we did.
Yeah. Well, yeah, McCoy's reporting. So McCoy walks around and sits in a chair back behind Holden and lights up a cigarette and just kind of eyes you guys. He doesn't seem to recognize either Amor or Bishop. He doesn't have any experience with you guys, but he Well, I'm
gonna look at him. What's a veteran Blade Runner like yourself doing, running little messages about our prisoner to us?
This is Holden. I asked McCoy to assist with this. He's going to do backup, kind of fly solo. We're going to need some experienced eyes on this. He can run a VK as good as anybody, so he'll help us. Run down these bootlegs. So basically, we need this assistance. And McCoy pipes in. These bootleg skin jobs are attack dogs without a leash, capable of anything. This is old school. And
but the paper said that the captain said that the days of Blade Runners retiring a Nexus on site are gone.
Was that a quote? Was that one of my quotes? They may have
one of your quotes. And I said it very sarcastically.
They may have exaggerated. You can't rely on these reporters these days. I'm sure Wallace had final edit on that interview. That's
you should be careful, Roy. We're all capable of doing anything. It's not just the old ones.
Ooh, it's Ray, and just watch yourself, skin job. I'm not comfortable having you guys on the force. You haven't been around long enough.
Right, and it was McCurd. What was that name again?
Ray McCoy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're
Roy McCurd. That's his undercover name.
I'm not the only one messing up people's names.
I even wrote it in my notes as Ray, but still said it wrong.
Oh, nice. Yes.
Okay. Let's since we're all here, Captain, before we dive in, do we have any information on the dead perp? Where he came from, what his movements were like at all, besides just coming out of the Wallace building?
We've got his last known address in our database. You can look that up. And other than that, the data we've got, something that wasn't in his medical file was that he was a smoker. He was a heavy smoker, and also was. Let me bring him up again. Sorry. Oh. Whoa.
Was he really? At this point, I just sort of thought everyone in LA was born with a cigarette in their mouth.
Pretty much.
Does Bishop smoke? Or is
Amor
the only one?
Wow,
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Amor, I thought, was the only person in all of LA that doesn't smoke.
It's just us bitter humans that smoke.
Yeah. So the only thing on his that wasn't included on his record. So he was diagnosed with muscular dystrophy and was a regular smoker.
Yeah, what's with that? Because because he obviously didn't seem to have motor control or strength loss at all.
Right.
Yeah, how does a replicant have muscular dystrophy?
That's a good question.
Well, obviously the human did, and the replicant didn't. The way he handled you guys in interrogation, could obviously see that the copy wasn't 1-to-1, as we can clearly see.
Oh, you think he was an actual like full replacement of a
Yeah, that's
Icky-born human?
That's
okay.
That's what we're going on. Is that's the only way they infiltrated. They a bootleg that contained the biological data. Yes.
So he's a copy of a real human Ellis Vale.
Correct.
Okay.
Wonder what happened to the real Ellis.
Yeah, that explains a lot more. I don't need nearly as many medical procedures done on the corpse then. Well, it still might be a good idea to check some stuff.
No, I think we need them to do like deep cell evaluation, see if they can find any manufacturing tags or anything.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
All
right.
Well, and maybe like a telomere check, some of that. See how long he's been active. Like, see how like if he's a year old or if he's
right
older.
Right.
And then you have his last known address.
Yes.
That of the copy, or is it like Ellis Vale's address?
It's the address that was on the personnel file for Vale. Vale's been employed with them since 2031. So it's been about 6 years he's worked at Wallace. So I imagine that's the real Vale was the tech. All right. So McCoy's going to advise. He's going to be running this solo, but feel free to consult with him on anything that comes up. So as usual, you can play this any way you want, split up to cover more ground if you need to do so. I don't care. Just get me results. McCoy's working this end. You can have all the resources of the Reptitech unit at your disposal. Vale's body is being processed at the crime lab morgue now. Wallace, of course, the Wallace Corp PR manager, Kel, is expecting someone over at their HQ to compare notes, and they'll show you where the bootleg tried to break in the memory lab. I've uploaded all of the information we have on Vale to your Kaya's, and so don't forget, if you have any street assets, you can hit them up. Find out anything you can about this new breed of replicant out there. Someone should know about it. Now get out of here and report back. What?
Yeah. We need to make sure that they do a thorough medical examination beyond even what Perez was saying, because we used the kid gloves on him. He was still alive when he left that room, even though we shot him a couple times. But still, he was still alive. If he died and it wasn't from, I'll look over it at Ray, and if it wasn't from mishandling on the medical side of it, then maybe these custom order folk have some type of kill switch built into them.
Yeah, I'd watch yourself with any accusations, skin job. That was McCoy.
I'll just like look at Amor and like do the little, hand by the neck, like he's going to kill you.
Yeah.
All right. So get out of here and report back. Report back anything to the mainframe that you find when you're out there.
Okay. So yeah, let's talk in the hall, fellas. We'll do the cop walk and talk.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Okay, let's walk.
All right. Dismissed.
So the way I see it, we have results of an autopsy, investigating his home address, well, the real Ellis's home address. Someone talking to Kel and getting security video from Wallace, and then the whole beating the bushes and talking on the streets to people about the bootleg reps. And anything else?
I mean, until we figure out more, no, it's going to be hard because unless we can figure out whoever's employing him, that's our real goal here, I think. Right?
Yeah,
They're making
right.
more, and he didn't seem any more stable. So I have a non-Amor question. I have a William question. Like, replicants don't just go crazy every time someone tries one of these tests on them, right? That's a unique thing.
Yeah, I think.
Or is that like supposed to be the desired result as they go murderous kill?
No,
crazy
I
every
think
time?
I think it's because they're about to be found out, and it's literally a Blade Runner sitting across the table from them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, he was. Perez could tell. Yeah, Perez was onto him, and he felt cornered. So that was.
Okay.
That was the response. Yeah, so it's not like a manufacturing defect or some trigger in their head where it's just like, okay, bananas time.
How much can we get done? Like, if we want to requisition things and get treated and stuff, is that pretty much going to kill the rest of the shift then, or
If
is
you,
that?
yeah, if you can break that up. If you do like you can requisition something before you leave LAPD. Or before you go to a different department in LAPD, and then you can save like a healing roll for the next shift. So yeah, you can do one of those things in addition, because it's that doesn't take that much time. So just to get a medical check or to requisition, I'll let you do like one of those per shift, and then also do some investigation.
Okay.
But yeah,
I'm really good on the street, but I also really want to talk to that Kel, and so she knows I'm still alive.
oh
So-
yeah,
So like, I'm torn, and I'm open to feedback.
So who's this
Kel
again?
Yeah, I'm blanking
Kel
on
is
Kel.
the PR lady from Wallace that has sent numerous death squads after us.
right.
Right. No, then I think I should talk to Kelvin.
Oh, all right.
Just because you don't need more death squads sent after you. But you're barely breathing. I can see light through your chest. Just
So that's Kel, the PR rep for Wallace.
okay.
And she's
So
a she.
far, so far she hasn't proven to be like the PR rep from the movie,
Right.
but she has tried to kill us.
Yes.
So I think I'd like to wrap up this shift by going down to the medical lab and having them reinflate my eye,
Oh shit.
and then
Sorry.
you lost someone.
Yeah, no, I lost. We closed the. Sorry, folks. Hang on there. We're gonna log back in. So that was weird. Yeah, I was trying to minimize the window and I clicked the corner. Sorry. Can you guys log back in? Sorry, it winked out of existence. It's that easy. That's how sensitive the game is.
We're suddenly off world.
Yes. Yeah. Right. You guys have escaped. Welcome to Mars.
You're all in a mine.
Sorry about that. All right.
Yeah, let's take a call. Oh, but all my windows I had open are closed. I don't have
sorry.
that managed. That's all right.
Sorry.
Yeah, all my shopping lists are gone.
Sorry about that. Yeah, I wrong button. Actually, I should maximize this.
So are we on the same shift as the fight, or
No, this
are
is
we?
the fight in the briefing with Holden has taken up the entire morning. So you're in shift 2, so afternoon of day 1.
Okay, so like Amor could go get treated and go investigate something.
Yes, yeah, of course. Yeah, you guys could do like one extra kind of minor thing if you want to heal up or
Okay. All right,
requisition or something.
Yeah, Perez, I think you should stay off her radar. So I'm going to go down, have them pump some fluid back into my eye, and then head over to Wallace Corp and talk to Kel, because last time you didn't leave a good impression with her, it seemed.
What? Well, tell her I said hello.
Well, they love me over there, so I'm sure
Yeah,
I'll
they'd
do
love
great.
to-
I'll let her know.
Open your brain and examine you. Okay. Well,
And
okay, we
Bishop,
should
and I'll
ask
look
her
to
about-
Bishop, and I'll be like, "You're welcome to come with me, but
Yeah.
Perez tends to get in trouble, and I don't
No,
know.
I'm just
You
gonna
may
talk. I'm just gonna talk to local boys. I'm not gonna
Okay.
this shift. I'm not gonna, do anything.
So
Hopefully, do
they need,
anything to get
they need
fixed
to
up.
put a Band-Aid over that hole in him, and
Right.
the two of us can go talk to this Kel person.
Well, make sure
Or you can
ask-
split off too and go check out the apartment.
All right.
We're all about splitting up and going different directions here. That's all I'm saying. We're all lone wolves that just occasionally work together as a pack.
Yeah.
Well, let's go together to see Kel, since you guys keep talking about these kill squads that come after you.
yeah.
Maybe
Well, just Perez
might
doesn't
be
make good first
helpful to.
impression.
Let's
They
do
came
that, and
after
then
you technically at the end.
or we could go to the address that we have first, and then go see Kel.
Why don't we both do those two things and then we meet up for the address?
Oh, okay. For in the evening.
Perfect.
Okay.
Okay. Yep. Sounds
Okay.
good.
All right.
So just make sure you check their security video and don't let her tell you they don't have any.
Right. Yeah. So just for because Terry wasn't with us in the first case file. So basically, you get one location per shift. There are 4 shifts in a day. One of those shifts you need to rest. So it's either sleep or drink or do something. But one of those shifts you can't really investigate. But if you want to push on, if time is feeling short, you can push on, but you will take stress for every shift that you don't rest.
And that applies to replicants also.
Yes, yeah, it applies to both. And replicants are a little more sensitive because you'll lose resolve. You'll lose your resolve is lower. Yeah.
And you said there's 4.
Yes, and so we're on 2
in a day.
Yes, we're on afternoon, which is shift 2. There's 4 shifts, so you're on shift 2. You've got shift 3 and 4, but 4 should probably be spent kind of resting or recovering.
Okay.
All right, so Perez is going to do street assets.
Yes, but I need to make some requisitions first.
Sure. And rec. And then you guys are going to go to Wallace, Bishop, and Amor.
Thanks, but swing by the med bay first, though.
Okay, sure.
Have them give me a little pep up here.
All right.
Do we know if it's what's his name? The same doctor.
Yes, Coco.
We worked with before.
Yep.
Coco.
Coco's going to be in the crime lab again. Yep.
Can you, while you're down there more, just emphasize to him that we really need like a deep dive on this thing?
Yeah, I'm going to bring up my ideas of a kill switch. You looking for tags of some kind or some other?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe just in the junk DNA or something that they use to build, there may be copyright information or something that they didn't realize and left behind.
Yep. And I'd also love to know if they can kind of do a comparison to a legit Nexus 9 like you guys. And like is it more like a 6 or more like a 9 or you know what I mean? That kind of thing.
Okay. So you can suggest all of this to Coco, but you won't get that information until the next shift.
Right.
And you have to consult back to him. Yeah. Because if you're going to go to Wallace, you can just say, okay, do this, this, and this, and he'll take that under advisement. All right.
Yeah, he's like, hey, who's the professional here? I'll do what I want.
Me and my cat have this covered.
Yeah.
All right.
So on the requisitioning, is it 1-for-1 promotion points to cost?
Yes, correct. It's either Chin Yen or promotion points.
And is it a different roll for everything or?
I think yeah, that's a good question. I guess if it's just a couple of 1-point things, I wouldn't imagine. But let's say if you're going to go like anything over 2, you should roll again. Like anything. If you spend more than 2, you should probably try again.
My plan is to check out 2 sonic grenades.
Okay.
And 2 Instafix pills.
Oh, sure. Okay.
Which would be a total cost of 6.
Oh, wow. Okay. So roll separately for each then. That would make sense. And especially because you're probably getting them in different places. You got to go to medical and the armory.
And roll for both grenades or just a roll for the grenades?
Roll for grenades. So a roll for armory and then a roll for medical should handle it.
There's for grenades.
Oh, yeah.
Remember?
Time to take a bunch of painkillers and go throw some grenades. Let's go.
Yeah, this is a responsible use of LAPD resources.
Here's for Instafix.
Hey.
That good enough?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
just a success. Yeah, all you need is a successful roll. So nice.
I got grenades and drugs. I'm ready to be a detective.
Nice. All right. So you spent promotion on that. Nice. Oh, and
Yeah.
one question. We don't really have to. This probably won't come up for a while, but one thing that I wanted to confirm with Perez from the last case file. So when you guys busted the safe house, you made a mention of telling your mom this address and having people that she works with come over and confiscate some of the more valuable items. Did that happen? Did that?
Oh, for sure.
Okay. All right. Just checking.
Who is Perez's mom?
She's a black marketeer. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Not much is known by LAPD. She's managed to stay off their radar. I don't know if someone's deleting files or.
It's almost like there's a detective covering up for her.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Mama
I think
Perez.
it's just another one of his personas. Is what it is. She doesn't even exist.
Nice. Yeah, you hear him talking in this voice sometimes, and he's holding his phone to his ear, but he's doing both sides of the conversation. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I
Really
guess
neat.
that's fair since our dad is Neander Wallace, right?
Yeah.
Right.
It's a real Norman Bates thing going on here.
All right. So,
Good word.
so yeah.
The wig.
Okay. So Perez was successful with that. Do you guys want to do your medical before you leave? I think the LAPD will probably be a better.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah, yeah. And I'll just stand there and bullshit with the doctor while he's
Okay, cool.
squirting the fluid in.
All right, so let's do that. Let's move you guys to Coco. All right. So here's Coco in the crime lab, and his cat Biscuits watches on.
My token's not there. I can't see it.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's right. You guys got to be there. I'll put everybody here, though, even though Perez
Have
is a long
a,
distance. Can you guys see now?
No.
I'm
I saw you
seeing
put
a
the token in,
square.
Let me...
Yeah, I saw you put the token in, but
Oh, sorry. Here we go. It's that stupid fog of war. Yeah, sorry. We're not using any fog of war.
Oh.
There you go.
Oh, there's somebody.
There he is. Okay, so
Got a
that...
skeleton.
Yes. Yeah, there's more flesh on the body than is shown in the picture. But there is a body that you recognize as the prisoner from the interrogation that you had to take down, sprawled out on the table, and Coco is examining. Let me just get down to the crime lab details. All right. Okay, yeah. So the chief medical examiner is Coco, and he is his cat, which so in this world, it's assumed that most animals are artificial because it would be very expensive to own an actual real animal, but it's very impolite to inquire if an animal is real or not. So nobody asks. That's the...
So my question is,
Mhm.
the doctor's name is Coco.
Yes.
What's the cat's name?
The cat's name is Biscuits. Biscuits, plural.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Coco and Biscuit.
Yes. So
Crime fighting team.
So you've dealt with Coco before on previous cases. He's always eager to help, and so he's willing to follow any any leads or any ideas you have. So you can't get any results, but he does have something to tell you. So once you enter the crime lab and you're requesting medical attention, he says, "Very good, detectives. Something was missed in medical." Before this body was brought down, this is Ellis Vale,
doesn't
and
surprise me. Yeah.
yes, and I removed this from his skull, and he holds up a tray with a bloody kind of shard of metal. It looks like just a jagged piece of like construction debris or something, but it's a very sharp piece of metal. This seemed to be the cause of death. I don't imagine any of you in the interrogation were using this on the suspect, but
No.
this is what we have found.
And where did it penetrate his skull at?
Through the eye socket. One of his eyes was damaged, and right in the ocular orbital. There was this metal, and the metal piece itself is like almost 3 to 4 inches long. It's quite a piece.
Wait. When did this happen?
This
Between when I knocked him out and he got to medical.
So he so if you're yelling over your Kaya.
Yeah, I am. I'm in my car, driving one-handed. Wait, what?
This is a recent injury. It can't kind of been a more. It would have either happened during the interrogation or just after. But this is the cause of death. None of the other injuries indicate what would have killed him besides this.
So his heart still seems healthy?
Yes, everything. Yes, as opposed to the data I was given on him, there appears to be nothing else wrong. I'll provide you with a more complete examination of final results as soon as I can. Is there anything else you'd like me to look for?
We are, it doesn't seem like he may not be Wallace born. He may be something else. Is there any way you can try to check and see if any? I don't even know how they make like replicants. Do they grow them? Do they like construct them with a 3D printer? Like what is? This is William, of course. I'm sure that Amor knows all about the process.
Right.
They dump them out of a gooey bag.
Yes, yeah. Right. Yes.
Maybe you can check and see if there's any tags or anything that you can track down to see maybe where he was birthed at.
Certainly. Yes, I will search for any evidence of incept dates or anything with what I have on the body. I'll provide you with full results, and we may need to consult Wallace and compare anything I find to data they may have.
I would leave you finding the metal shard as his source of death out until your final report. Because obviously someone inside these walls did that, and I'll give him the serious stare to let him know that I'm serious about the seriousness.
Very good.
Anything you want to ask, Bishop?
Yes.
Going back to what we were told earlier about the bootleg replicants, did we hear or read that they were using parts that were stolen from Wallace Corp, or they're making their own parts?
I think the equipment they think was stolen that they were using, and they're assuming it may be old tech.
Right. Yeah, it's
some of these parts would have serial numbers on them.
Certainly, yes, and I will find out anything that can be linked by serial number. I'll provide for you. We're still not familiar exactly with the bootleg process and how they're doing this.
So Coco, you're a good man, and you always seem to be down to try to figure out what's really going on behind the scenes here. Is there an easy way through just like a blood test to determine if someone's a replicant, so that we don't have to do silly psychological tests to determine it? It seems like if you can figure out their inception date and track whether or not they're a replicant or not, that we should be able to get some type of put your thumb on this little needle and rub it on a card, and it comes back blue if you're a replicant, and pink if you're a human.
Right.
Don't you think they already be doing that?
Yeah.
Yes. As far,
if not, do you think you could manufacture something like that, like on the fly, that you can give us in the next, say, 3 or 4 shifts that we can use if need be?
Maybe some special goggles that will let you see, who is, as far as the technology that we have so far, of course, the empathy test is really the only true way to separate. And because this is older technology, the older versions of the empathy test seem to be the most effective. These replicants just as far as I know, these replicants don't have the implant memory cushion. So the other way you could detect them is they are going to seem rather childish because the process that they're with their inception doesn't involve as an intense a formation of memory and that kind of the psychological cushion of implants. So they may appear very childish. And of course, as we can see, these aren't one-to-one copies. This is quite a vigorous, healthy body. And from what I see on the data from Ellis Vale, he was rather sickly. But I'll give you a full report. I'll give you a full report as soon as I can.
So this guy, or this replicant, was made to look like Ellis.
Yes.
So that takes
We
some
believe
effort
you.
and some time.
Certainly.
Yeah,
And he also will pass all biometric data scans of either his voice or iris. He's able. Although he's not a perfect physical specimen, his biometric readings are an exact copy.
So
and then I guess one other thing would be to see if we looks like they have a natural death date, like older.
Expiration.
Right.
Yeah.
You got a text from Perez.
Oh, who did?
Both of
I
them.
did.
Oh.
Both of you.
Oh
did.
wow.
Oh, nice.
group
Where's
text.
that at?
And the chat thing.
Oh, okay. I see.
I'm
I see.
trying not to interrupt. I'm just sitting.
Yeah. So, since they're children, you're thinking that they don't have any memory implants?
No, I believe there's a. We're not exactly familiar with the process so far, but I believe there's some basic, more recent information that's copied over from whatever biological source these replicants are being generated at, but they don't have childhood memories. They don't have any sort of history, so their life begins very recently and they're fully formed, but because there is no psychological cushion, they act very childish and erratically.
But they're kind of templated off the original.
Yes, there is an original.
Well, are we making assumptions now? Because we've only had this one sample, right?
No, there have been throughout the years.
That's how detective works.
Throughout the years, no, Coco has had. This isn't the first kind of mysterious replicant he's had on this table. This is the first one that you have been exposed to, and the first one that Wallace has admitted that exists. You know, the first time that they've ever admitted that this sort of thing exists, because they want this to. They want this to stop, and they want to vilify this process. Of course, they don't want any competition, any black market to grow.
Great. So I have a question.
Yes.
So this replicant was made to look just like the real Ellis Vale. Does that mean that the body parts were also made to look like him, or did they just do the face and the rest of the body is just whatever they put together?
Again, it doesn't appear. Just from these records, it doesn't appear to be a 1-to-1 match. He's approximately the same height. His build is a bit different, but biometric data is the only thing that's exactly the same. So voice and retinal scan will work, as well as fingerprints.
If you guys are Doctor Who fans, then you might say his arms are too long. But, so Perez was texting and asking us if we could get next of kin information for the real Ellis Vale.
Oh, as far as I saw in the data, there wasn't anything. That might be something you need to take up with Wallace. LAPD's resources and what Wallace has given us, it doesn't appear that we have any contact information for him.
Well, that's probably why they would have chosen him
house.
too, right? Like if you're going to replace somebody with someone else who doesn't have their full memories, you can't have their sister coming by every day and being like, "What's wrong with you?" So he's probably chosen because of his potential lack of family and connections. Okay. Hey, Coco, is there anyone over at Wallace, like someone else in the same field of work as you that maybe would be up for a few questions over there that would be friendly to a Blade Runner?
Yes, I don't have any. Wallace is pretty tight with their information. I actually haven't made acquaintance with anyone working over at Wallace Corporation. We are basically told things run downhill from Wallace, and I'm sorry, I don't have any access. If you have their PR manager, you may request something from her, but I doubt they'd be willing to share very much.
Oh yes, that's why I was asking. Thank you.
Sorry,
you're always you always are truly incredibly helpful, Coco.
Yes, thank you. You should have yourselves looked at. You might need some patching up before you head over there.
What year is it again? 2036? 37?
37. Yes.
June.
Yes, it's June.
May. Oh, it's June now? I
Yes.
have May written down.
I hope Coco really.
May was
the next
Electric
12
Dreams
years.
was in May.
Yes.
I hope Coco really enjoys the next 12 years. Bless him.
Yes. What do you know something?
No, I'm not there. What am I talking about?
Yes. All right. Yeah. So, do you guys want to make? Do you want to have a medical
Yes.
roll? Okay. So we're
Yes,
doing,
1,000 times yes.
Okay. So Bishop is okay, right? With
I don't think I was injured at all.
Okay. Good.
He mostly shot
I
him.
inflicted injuries with my
Okay.
knife.
Okay. Good. So
No,
you're
I think-
full.
Oh, that's
I
right.
think I used the knife because there was going to be more damage. I'm trying to.
And so
It's a little foggy. There was so much going on. Yeah.
right. So so you're at 5 out of 8.
8.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Cool. Okay. So yes, I'm sure if you just stop by the medical center on your way to Wallace, they can help. So yeah, I'll just have an NPC. Let's see what kind of stats we've got for medical techs. We need something more general than that. Actually. We need the core rules. Okay, okay, the medical doctor will see you now. So okay, so not bad. Yeah, so D10s he'll be rolling with advantage. So
okay.
yeah, so yeah, you step at the medical, they're obviously a little bit concerned that they lost the prisoner so easily. So there's a little bit of
Heart attack, huh?
yeah,
Heart stop did it.
a little shuffling around. But
Who
yes,
was-
please, yes.
But I'll ask around while they're doing it. Like, who was the one that was like handling the emergency medical stuff of the guy? Because I'd really like to give him a pep talk, let him know it wasn't his fault.
Oh, sure.
We roughed that guy up pretty bad, you know.
Right. Yes. So Stevens was the med tech that was handling the prisoner, and basically everything was stabilized. Everything was fine. And then a monitor started going off, and we ran over to him, and he had flatlined almost instantly. So we informed informed the Detective McCoy, and he reported to Holden what had happened. We don't have details. We'll rely on Coco to give us details. But here, let me get you checked out so you can be on your way.
Because I like to multitask while they're doing this, I'll ask if there was anyone, was there anyone else down here that shouldn't have been at the same time?
No,
Might have had a sharp piece of metal in their hand.
no.
Yeah.
Other than Detective McCoy, there was nobody that was out. Oh, something magical just happened. Let me see.
Did I do that?
Did I? Let me see. I don't know who was that.
Oh no, that was you.
That was something on the stream. Let me check. Thank you to whoever happened. Somebody
Did you
maybe
roll dice?
subscribe.
Did you roll those dice, Jeremy?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Whew.
Yeah, those dice were the medical.
I was clicking through the menus, and all of a sudden some dice went. I was like, "Oh shit, did I do that?"
No, you're good. Yeah. So So yeah, while you're discussing, yeah, they said so. Detective McCoy was the only one that wasn't medical staff in the unit. You're healed one health.
Whoa, what an abstract number to tell me I'm healed. Thank you, medical professional.
Oh, sorry. Yes. So yeah. Well, so you didn't have no critical injuries, right?
I did. I had a messed up eye, but it says it takes a month
Okay.
for it to recover.
So yeah. So with that success, though, it'll be stabilized. So it will recover. You'll not have that after a month, but you'll have to endure that in the meantime.
Meanwhile, I still have my broken arm just stuffed in my jacket.
Yes. All right. Oh, thank you, Richard Mitten. Subscribed. Thank you. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt anything. That's streaming stuff. Anyhow, yes, you have your broken arm to deal with. You should have that looked at, Perez.
Yeah.
I might need a new team.
So yeah, and the medical advised you. So they patched up your. They put a little kind of pad and a little tape over your one eye. So you will probably suffer some disadvantage, some effects of this injury, but you should be good to go.
Okay. Thank you.
All right.
It's great.
So Steven sends you off with a as good as it's going to get health wise for you. So what's the critical give you? What's the disadvantage? I guess I could just look on your sheet.
Observation and let me see what my other thing was.
Oh, okay.
Observation and firearms. I never use guns.
Oh, okay.
That's fine.
All right. So you guys are all set to go to Wallace. So let's cut back to Perez real quick. So what sort of street assets are you thinking about checking on Perez?
So I want to do two things. One, I'm going to call my mom.
Okay.
While I'm driving.
Okay.
Or flying, whatever you call it.
Yes.
And then I'm heading to, I can't remember the name of that district, but basically where I would have gone to the chop shop to get my failed surgery.
Okay.
And I'm gonna leverage that guy should be terrified of me for information.
Okay. Yes, Mr. Dr. Lee, as he was calling himself. Yeah, Wong Lee was the noodle shop owner that attended you. Yes.
The noodle shop owner / surgeon.
Yes.
Everyone says yes, chef to him, not yes, doctor. It's a little disconcerting. Yes.
Yes. Yes. Okay. So you have him, and from the previous from your previous interactions, of course, you do also have Doc Badger and the Aurelian. Aurelian has the butterfly shop in Animoid Row, and Doc Badger has the kind of the junk shop. But he can do kind of a lot of off the record scanning and kind of proofing of things, and of course, you can purchase some illicit things from him, and also Bob. Bullet Bob is still open for business. He's still open for business.
I'm not ready for Bullet Bob just yet.
All right. So you're gonna head you're gonna see Dr. Lee.
Yeah, but I'm gonna call my mom on the way.
Oh, right. Okay. All right. Is this gonna count as interacting? Do you need to take de-stress any more?
No.
Okay. So yeah, this can just be an interaction.
So what I did, just so you know, because I gave myself back that one resolve because I thought it healed me, but then you said it doesn't. So the smoke, using my smokes.
Yeah, the smokes will heal your stress.
I gave myself back a resolve.
Oh, good. Yes. Okay.
Is that cool?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You'll have that resolve from the smoking, but it doesn't heal the health. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Cool.
But your insta drug did. Okay. Good. Okay. So you give your mom a call.
Yes.
So she.
Okasan, hello.
So yes, Aki-kun, this is unexpected. How are you doing?
I need a favor, Mom.
Okay. What is it?
Well, first off, did you move the furniture we were going to move?
Yes, that was very nice furniture, Aki.
Okay, yes. Just say yes. That's all you need to say.
Yes, and
Okay.
and in fact, there is a taste for you in your account if you want to check. It was quite a successful moving.
Okay, thank you, Mom. Well, I'm going to send you a photo, a name, and an address.
Yes.
And if you could ask around about the property and the neighborhood and see if you can find anything for me, I'd appreciate it.
Okay.
And then I'm going to send her Ellis Vale's deets.
Okay. 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 And you know that he was staying at the Yukon Hotel from the LAPD information, so you can send that to her as well. So she has his data file and then last known address and everything that you guys have come up with so far.
Yeah. And if she knows anyone who maybe lives near there on the same floor or anything like that, if she
okay.
let me know, that would be cool.
All right. Okay, good. All right, I will. I'll look into this and get back to you as soon as I can. And yes, so definitely check your account and take care of yourself, Aki-kun.
Oh, well, thank you for the allowance, Mother.
Yes, of course, of course.
I'm gonna hang up now.
Yes. All right. And so, yeah, if you look at your bank account, I don't know if you do it through your Kaya or not, but you have 10 chin yen in your account.
What?
Yes.
We're back in business, boys.
So it was, it was quite a haul.
You can get like a legitimate like nerve replacement with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're headed back to Dr. Wong. This is dangerous.
Yeah, go and talk to Wong.
All right.
Oh no, I'm not gonna let him put me under the knife again. This is leverage I have on him now.
Right. All right. So so you visit Wong's noodle shop.
Yeah, so the plan is to land right next to the damn thing.
Right. Okay.
And
Yes.
pause inside the car for dramatic effect. Then get out. Is it one of those? Is it a enclosed building kind of situation?
No, it's an open front bar. There's just stools. So the kind of turbulence from the spinner has blown all the disposable chopsticks and everything all over the place. So people noticed you arrived. There is a back room where they prepare food and where they perform surgery, but only you know that.
Gonna pull down my hat a little over my forehead and then just holler out, "You're closed."
Yes, and so he starts to take the bowls away off the counter. Please come back again, and Wong is removing and shooing away the customers, and he actually pulls down a metal shutter over the opening to the countertop. So there's a door to the side of that, but okay. He's shooed everybody away. He saw you coming. So I assume you're here for your free noodles.
I need something else, Wong, and I feel like free noodles isn't quite gonna cut it.
Yes. What can I do?
I'm looking for information. I need to know about bootleg skin jobs.
Where is the... So, yes, I know that's a thing, but we've heard, and maybe I've even served some of them. We've heard strange rumors about that existing, and I saw in this morning's paper that Wallace has even confirmed this has been happening. Perhaps. Let me see. So why don't you roll? Why don't you roll manipulation just to get the ball rolling here?
I'll make sure my gun is clearly visible while I roll this.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, and of course, yeah. With so roll. Oh, yeah. Well, you don't need it, but yeah, you can roll on Lee on Dr. Lee. You can roll with advantage,
Okay.
but you're fine.
Well,
You're fine.
If I'm fine, I won't roll you.
Yeah, you're good. Yes. So I'm thinking. There was, yes. I was suspicious of an individual that came here, but at the same time, I know that the Bright Eyes Salon is connected with the underground, the Replicant underground. So Bright Eyes Salon is not only hairstyle and new image, it's actually new look, new face. So this was a business I was thinking about getting into myself, but I know that the owner of Bright Eyes, she is connected and has assisted. So I've had a few people who I was suspicious of their motives ask me about a place where they could go. Of course, I don't do that surgery myself, and I knew of Bright Eyes. I would recommend talking to. Her name was Seraphine. Seraphine at Bright Eyes is a very good source for maybe any replicant that was either looking to get off world or looking to change their face.
Okay. So, but you think they're not just helping legitimate replicants on the run; they're helping these bootleg replicants somehow?
I can't tell the difference, but there were a few that there's some of these replicants are a little strange. They talk like children. They're impetuous and whining and complaining if you don't give them what they want. So I suspect something was wrong with them, and that may be who I have told to visit told about the Bright Eyes.
Okay. What are they? Is she in this sector? Have I heard of this place?
You know Bright Eyes. It's in the Sector 1. Yeah, Sector 1 is the beauty salon. And you know from that name, they do stereoscopic tattoos and other cosmetic augmentations, but you didn't know that they actually were involved in Replicant Underground and changing appearance. Changing appearances.
Anything else you got for me, Wong? And I kind of give him a dead stare, like I'm not really satisfied.
Oh, sure. Well, when you were here, when you got your free noodles last time, you didn't act like you remembered our business, the business that went wrong between us. So I found that a little strange. But would you like some noodles now? I can prepare something.
But what?
Yes, you were here. It's the last evening. You came by, and I was happy to see you because you didn't seem angry with me, and yes, you got your free noodles.
They're gonna clone you,
Oh my god.
or they have.
We're alone, right?
Yes, there's nobody else back behind in the shop.
Okay, Wong. I wasn't here. You were talking to an imposter. So we're going to establish a safe word going forward. And
Okay.
if I don't give you that word, you assume I'm not who I say I am.
Okay.
You ready?
Ready.
Butcher.
Okay. Butcher. So you say butcher,
And you're a butcher, not
Ah, okay. I get it. Wong, understand. Okay, butcher. You call me butcher. I know it's you. Okay.
And I'm gonna. Can I pull up pictures of Bishop and Amor on my Kaya?
Oh, sure. Yeah. Of course.
I'm gonna show him their pictures.
Okay.
These are my partners. I'm going to give them the same word. If you get confronted by any of us and we don't give you that word, you need to call me immediately.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes, of course.
All right. And if you get any more people just in general talking like children and asking for leads, I would appreciate if you would stall them and call me.
Ah, yes, of course. I will. Wong owes you a lot.
And I'll take some noodles to go.
Ah, okay. There you go. One moment, please. All right.
I'm going to get on the Kai and call those dudes. While I don't know if they're going to Wallace or what, but I'm going to call them.
Okay. All right.
Amor?
Yes.
This just got a lot worse.
Yeah.
Where are we at now? Are we flying in our spinner on our way?
Yeah,
to
we're probably
Wallace?
on our way there at this point.
Yes. Yeah. You would be in route.
There's a copy of me running around. Came into my contacts here at my ramen noodle contact guy. So they know a lot about me, and there's somebody impersonating me.
Congratulations, you're a replicant now.
So, Wong Lee, I'm sure I've mentioned him before, the guy who almost killed me. He's going to let us know if anybody else reaches out. If for some reason you need to talk to Wong Lee, start the conversation with the...
Wait.
What?
We're on a
We should probably
secure
do
channel.
this in person.
Oh, okay.
Oh, good thinking.
You're smart. You're smart.
I mean, seeing how we because you were privy to our talk about the metal shard in the eye thing, right? Like that was a live conversation
Yes.
that we were just broadcasting to you. So, there's someone, and it may be Ray, who is it with LAPD, who's has access that's doing things. Yeah, we should definitely talk in person.
Okay.
About this. We'll meet up at the apartment. We're almost to Wallace now.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds
All right.
good. That sounds
right.
good.
All right.
I am gonna message Holden,
Okay.
Jeremy, and let him know that some of my contacts on the street are seeing someone that's perpetrating that they are me.
Okay.
So if anything crazy happens, like Bladerunner kills preschool, it's not me.
Okay. All right. You're good. Yeah. So Holden's like, all right. Yeah. I'll make that part of the. I'll make that part of the file. But good luck with that. And yeah. So and the other thing too, Terry, that you might not know is you can decide what you report back to LAPD, and if you withhold some information or a conversation or some sort of interaction with an NPC or another character, that can give you humanity points. So the two types of experience you get are promotion points, which means you're a good cop, and humanity points, which means you're a good person. And those can be, if you withhold things from the LAPD, that can give you so kind of either decision you make can give you a different type of experience, kind of in the either doing your job or not doing your job. So just so you know, you can decide to withhold information.
Cool. Thanks.
Mm-hmm. All right. So you are Wallace, yeah?
Yeah, I think on our way there though, I want to talk to Bishop for just a second, just see how he's handling the situation.
Okay.
It just after we get off the phone with Perez, just be like, so Bishop, how's your first 13 months treating you? Things going good?
Oh yeah, I tell them about how I don't really have a place to stay, so sort of sleeping in the car, different places, and otherwise doing good.
How does the fact that they gave you this purpose, but don't even bother to house you, make you feel?
Well, I don't need a handout. I got a job, and I'm getting paid. I got a car. Yay! Cool leather jacket.
Yo, that's right. Got a cool
Yeah.
That is a nice leather jacket. It's a little beat
what
up,
am I
but
gonna
it's nice.
what am I gonna do with an apartment and I don't have any pictures to hang on the wall? It's just manufactured a year ago.
That's true.
Don't care for plants.
Kind of makes you wonder how these, what they keep calling bootlegs, are that don't have all the manufactured bullcrap in their minds, how they're getting along.
That'd be pretty
think
crazy.
it's easier on them or harder?
It'd be kind of weird to just, you got created, you wake up, you have no past memories of anything.
I mean, but that's how
quite a mind trip.
that's how we're normally made, right? We're born, we don't have anything, we build it as we go. It's all us. No corporate meddling. I mean, that's how all these other folks get by. They manage to make it. It takes a little while to get online, but I mean, some of them it seems to take 40, 50 years, but they make do.
I guess. Whatever. I'm good.
All right.
No worries.
Was this like a baby voice contest? What's going on?
Yeah.
Testing each other out, huh?
Yeah.
So who's this Kel person? And
She's just been
why
our
are there
PR
death squads
contact.
trying to kill Perez all the time?
I don't know if you've caught on yet, but Perez really isn't a people person, right? He's like you and me. We know how to talk to people. People like us. But him, 10 minutes into any conversation, someone's thrown a chair, a drink, a bullet, or a fist. He seems to have one mode, and that's threats or violence. He's a little rough, but I think he's a good guy. I think he's one of the good ones, Like, he actually seems to care underneath all that.
He's lucky
bullshit.
somebody hasn't given him any poison noodles yet.
Oh, good idea.
Yeah.
Well, that's just it. Like, everyone seems to hate him, but at the same time, it seems like everyone feels like they owe him. It's a interesting life he lives. Oh, look, here's the corp office.
You've arrived. All right. Nice. Yes. So the spinner lands at the huge internal garage at Wallace Tower, and you can still see it's still under construction. It's a massive project. So they've been under construction for as long as you can remember. The building's been being built. So you descend into an eerily empty interior, and is this your first time? Because I think only Perez.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't come here last time.
Okay, so the entryway is just massive, just cavernous, and it's casting pale golden light, like just beams of light are coming from just different sources, kind of skylights. You don't know how any of this is being generated, and there's also this reflection of this light off of water. And so there are these water elements that are casting these kind of mesmerizing reflections all over the walls, as well as these golden shafts of light. And you proceed through this large entryway to a front desk, and there's a small, or not small, but a thin, hairless file clerk who is sitting in kind of a plastic, these kind of plastic coveralls. It looks very much just like an unfinished replicant. His eyes are pure white, and he is very, very odd, has a very odd appearance, and says, detectives, thank you for coming. The Vice President Kel is waiting for you near the memory vaults. She will show you everything she can about this morning's incident. So Kel is a VP of Public Relations, and she's waiting for you. So he escorts you down this another hallway to a entry to an even more cavernous-looking storage facility, which you assume are the memory vaults. And greeting you, I don't have an image for this. Let me see. But greeting you is, of course, Kel.
So what was it about this guy's eyes?
He's just they're just very milky irises. So the color of the white of his eyes and the white of his irises are very much the same. He's got an odd, unfinished appearance. So they are just using him as
unfinished, like he's a unfinished replicant.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Like he wasn't fully cooked. He seems to be functional, but is a very
time in the character customizer to flesh him out. They're just like default. We're good.
Yes.
James Wong wasn't around to make his eyes for him.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right. So Kel greets you, detectives. Yes. Thank you very much for coming. Of course, these are the memory vaults, and as she leads you through the doorway, you see these endless rows of kind of these cabinets that are just row after row after row of these cabinets with small doors that contain all of what is usually, a lot of these things are stored on spheres, on these kind of memory spheres. And so you're assuming that behind all of these little doors is little drawers full of everything. So there's some older disk technology and different sorts of storage, but the spheres are the largest media and things that have survived the blackout. So this is some of the information that actually survived the blackout. So we will do everything in our power to assist you in this investigation. I appreciate your handling of this, and I hope Detective Perez is doing well. And she kind of smirks a little bit.
He always gets by, but I figured that, I have much more respect for the corpse, so will probably be your point of contact from now on. He sometimes, he's a little rough around the edges. He says things a little funny sometimes that people take the wrong way, but he never means any ill harm or anything about it. He just likes to put his foot in his mouth.
Very good. Yes, I noticed that about him. What can you tell me about the suspect? It seems that he wasn't that wasn't our employee that we apprehended and that we handed over to you.
No, he appeared to have been a quick rush imposter. He looked like he'd had his face and hands and eyes changed to match up with what was his name again? With Ellis. And we're right now trying to determine how long ago he was constructed, and our medical examiner is still trying to see if he can backlog or date or clock any of his the components used to manufacture him. We'll immediately send that information to you as soon as we have it.
Yeah, I would appreciate that.
But he was quite aggressive. Luckily, me and Bishop here were around when Perez gave him the test because he flew right off the handle. He was not ready for that.
I see. I suspect from looking at his employment data file, I suspect that this replacement of our employee happened quite recently. So Ellis Vale himself was quite unremarkable as a service technician. He had a spotless work record, no known relatives, and basically maybe a very good target to infiltrate. Infiltrate our memory vaults.
Because he didn't have special access personally, correct?
Correct.
He was just a janitor.
Right. No, he
Clean things.
so had some sort of training to overcome the security. So some information obviously was stolen about how to infiltrate the memory vaults, but he was not specially trained or allowed to even have access.
Okay.
And so I'm sure you have this as well, but we have his last known address, if that would be useful to you, his residence.
I'm sure we could just confirm that our files aren't. You know how LAP is. They can't keep track of anything over there. Without you guys helping us out, we'd be lost.
Oh, well, very good. very, very good. Very good. So, so Ellis Vale, this morning, early this morning, Ellis Vale had come to work much earlier than his shift required. He was approached by security guards as he was attempting to, or actually as he had already entered the memory vault, an area of which he had no current task assigned to him, but he was able to enter by some sort of falsified security clearance, or maybe a defeating of the mechanism itself. So when the guards confronted him, he immediately violently attacked them, and it took about 6 of them to actually control him. But he had actually, by the time he was under control, he had made his way through the front exit of our offices.
Yeah, you say he got here early. Do you have any footage of the path he took? Maybe we can see something that he touched or dropped or interacted with, or maybe another contact he had when he first got here. So I doubt that he was working alone. It doesn't seem like if he really was a recently constructed replicant, that he would have been. Perhaps he doesn't have a full suite of knowledge and skills as one of your finely crafted folks do.
Yes, it's possible. Why don't you roll a manipulation roll on Cal and see how helpful she's going to decide to be.
Manipulation.
Or
Probably should have let the other Bishop here do some talking. My bad, Bishop. Okay, I'm not bad. I'm not bad. Okay,
Oh no, you're doing a good job.
Yeah,
I'm gonna. When she's not looking, I'm gonna blow him a kiss. 'Cause that's what he's doing, right?
Yeah, and if you want to help, you could actually kind of chime in and give you some advantage. So, instead of so the advantage would be, instead of doubling your base die, the helper will contribute their base die, so their attribute, or I'm sorry, their skill, not their attribute. Yeah, so you can contribute to help out with this manipulation. You can give your manipulation die to Amor.
Yeah, that's in addition to my dice, right?
Yes. So whatever you're rolling plus 1 more of whatever rank Bishop's manipulation is.
You can be my hype man, Bishop.
My manipulation is a D8.
Oh,
I'll take it.
Nice. Right. Yeah. So
what's that? That's a D. That's a C, right? Yeah. It doesn't give you the let. It just says thing.
Right.
Or
It's a letter C.
Yep.
Yeah.
C.
yeah. Okay.
So what do I need to? What do I have to do to contribute? To that?
You just need to kind of say that you're doing that before the roll, and if there's anything that you want to contribute to the conversation, like story wise,
I don't have to spend any
No, yeah,
any
you don't have to
points
spend
or-
anything. No, you're there, so it makes sense that you would be able to influence this conversation.
Yeah, me and my sexy black leather jacket.
Yes, Cal has taken notice.
Okay. Then I will. How does this? Okay.
You
then
can
I
just
will
you can add,
roll.
you can just add the D8 later.
Okay.
If it can't be done through the sheet.
Seems weird. It's saying I have to roll with advantage after I do it, so I'll do that, and then a D8. Is there? Oh, you just hit the button over there. I'm trying to make a macro for it.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. Go ahead and just use
play.
that menu, the D20 menu. Oh,
All right. Yeah.
nice. So
That's another one.
two successes. Wow. Okay. So yes. So unfortunately,
Couple goody Blade Runners here to help you out.
yes. Unfortunately, because of the because of certain considerations, we're not going to be able to share security footage with you. But I can show you what he attempted to steal. And she leads you to a table. There's kind of a break in the rows of shelves and a table, and she says, "We found on him a reader of one of these memory spheres, and the sphere that he had secured is this one." And so if you would like to examine this, so Cal places the sphere in the drive itself, and this is pre-blackout, and this is what was stolen. So let me just show you. It's probably better to show you than explain. And so she presses play on this access media, and you hear a very old audio recording, and recognize a voice from record. So this is pre-blackout, and you hear the voice of a Blade Runner, Rick Deckard, and he is performing a Voight-Kampff test on a replicant named Rachel at the Tyrell HQ. So this is, you've heard these, you're familiar with these questions, and it feels very similar to the conversation that Perez was attempting to have with Ellis Vale. So the entire series of questions, which was a considerable number, there was maybe 20 or 40 cross-referenced was the normal amount, and you hear this very long. So feel free to stop it at any time. But yes, so this is what they were after. So some sort of I suspect information about how to bypass an older empathy test, or basically just somehow become familiar with the procedure. That would be my my guess.
No,
I mean,
this is a recording.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, this is a recording from the Voight-Kampff machine,
Yes.
or from a security camera in the room.
No,
or...
so the machine records audio for analysis. So this is a playback, but it's very deteriorated. It's very digitized and deteriorated. But you're hearing a question and answer of Deckard and Rachel, and they're back and forth in the very old style empathy test style.
Right.
Yes.
Well, and correct me if I'm wrong, but these tests aren't nearly as good at identifying 9s as they were 6s, correct?
Oh no! This test would be completely useless against someone like yourself. We designed you very well.
I'll give her a sheepish smile. So this kind of blends.
Well, if I recall, the tests detected inconsistencies in their emotional reaction to the questions, because they weren't old enough to have established histories and mature emotional responses.
Right. Correct.
So were the 6s not given the same level of fake memories that like the 9s were?
Right. Yeah. You're much more sophisticated in your responses, and that's why your experience. So Amor has had an experience with the empathy tests that are given to nines. It's much more confrontational, and it's much more. They try to put a tremendous amount of stress on you and give you. And get responses to a much higher degree. What you're hearing in this and what you heard in the interrogation room is a much more casual, question and answer, and they're relying on the machine to do a lot of the work. Whereas for nines, it's a much more rigorous process.
So is this this test and the fact that it would, for instance, if I was to take it, wouldn't come back as a positive result, perhaps, is that a result of better engineering on the physical or psychological end?
Probably a little bit of both, and the also the mechanisms for testing. They're able to. They've obviously designing the nines. They've allowed kind of different levels to be monitored than what could be seen with an old VK machine. It was relying on physical responses. But smoking didn't interfere with the test, of course. But
do we know from Dr. Coco what level of replicant we're dealing with with the bootlegs?
He'll have.
I mean, were they like equivalent to a Nexus 6 or an 8? Or
yeah, he'll be able to tell you if you check back with him. He'll be able to tell you. But initially, he didn't have any.
Yeah, at the end of the shift, we'll know.
Right. Yeah, because they weren't able to run any sort of response. The fact that the VK was able to detect him probably meant that it was less sophisticated. Like Perez did get a positive result, which he wouldn't have gotten with either of you.
Well, interesting. So, I mean, this can't be the only recording of one of these tests being performed. I would assume.
Right.
I mean, mind you, I guess it's the only live from the time.
Oh.
But.
Do we have knowledge of the Rick Deckard case? I mean, wouldn't that be kind of famous because he ran off with a replicant?
Right. Yeah.
Was never seen again.
Yes, and Rachel, Rachel is not was thought of as special, so it may be their interest in Rachel may have something to do with how she was engineered, because it was the VK test is quite long and extensive, much longer than for a regular Nexus 6. But yeah, you do know of Rick Deckard and his disappearance with Rachel in 2019.
Well, Holden's our boss. He probably talks about it all the time.
Yes, right. The good old days.
Well, we're heading over to his apartment next to see if we can find anything, but have you had any other attempts, breaches in security that you can relate to potentially whatever organization was behind his construction?
No, we're of course looking into anybody that he had socialized with or had contact with, and if you come up with anything, if you find Ellisvale anywhere in your Esper footage of the city, we would appreciate you sharing that with us. But as we haven't come up with anything yet, of course, it's just been a few hours. But we'll shortly be able to start to make some connections, and we'll share that with you.
Do you want me to send it to you directly, or just send it to the front desk?
I would appreciate direct communication on this. I've been put in charge of instructing security on how to proceed. So because this is, of course, as you know, this is our foundational business, and anything that's going to interfere with that, either by reputation for violence or in producing a competing product, would not be looked on kindly.
Yeah, we don't want other people mucking around and messing up all the progress you guys have made.
Perez,
yeah. You said that you can't show me any footage because of potential other security problems. Is there do you have record of like who else he like over the last few days? Who else he spoke with? We're trying to get a timeline of when exactly he was replaced. You said you thought it was somewhat recent.
Yes.
Are you thinking in the last 24 hours, or are you thinking?
I think it's possible because of the nature and what we know, our limited knowledge of what the bootleg process, manufacturing process is. He wouldn't be able to pass very long. Of course, he could defeat all biometric tests and barriers to infiltrating anything. But I think as far as personality, he wouldn't be able to maintain the overall atmosphere and I would say maturity of the person that he replaced. So it would be quickly obvious that he was a counterfeit. This must have been recent.
Right. Yeah, he wouldn't even probably know, even though his job was relatively simple, wouldn't even know like where to go to get stuff and everything if they hadn't programmed it into him.
Yes, exactly. So we'll continue to share everything that we discover, and I thank you for your prompt response to this.
Of course, Bishop. You have anything else on our list? Questions to ask?
The memory sphere, that all that's in it is just this recording of the Rachel interview.
This is the most undamaged, of course, because this is all blackout, all pre-blackout.
Sure.
There's pieces missing, but this is mostly
if
a
we fast forward to the end.
Sure.
Just to confirm that that's all that's on this is just that recording.
Oh, sure. Yes. Yeah. So she, of all the recoverable data, you go completely to the end of the recording, and you hear Eldon Tyrell at the end bragging to Deckard about how he asked Rachel to leave, and the machine is still recording, and you hear Eldon Tyrell bragging about what a magnificent individual Rachel is.
Yeah, it took more than 100 questions for her.
That's right.
I remember.
Cross-referenced.
And then Rick said, "How does it not know what it is?"
Yes. Yeah. Right. Yeah. So that's the last thing you hear is how does it not know what it is? Yeah. Excellent. And yeah, so the recording then stops. And so, of course, I cannot allow you to remove this memory sphere from our vault. But if at any time you would like to access this again, please just contact me.
Sounds good. We got your number.
Yes. All right. So I'll have my assistant see you out. The receptionist will help you out, and we will be in touch. Anything that comes up, we'll share with you, and I hope that you will be doing the same.
Thank you.
And give my regards to Perez.
Of course.
Certainly.
So as we start to head out, I'll be like, "Oh, I forgot my Kaya in there. Bishop, go get the car. I'll be right back." And I'll run back in to try to talk to her real quick.
Oh, okay.
Separate.
Okay. I'll go fetch the car.
All right.
Try and make sure my Kaya is off so nothing's recording.
Oh, okay.
Like, Kel, I feel like Wallace's family. Like, I mean, you guys are basically, I mean, you're my parents, right? You're what made me. But something's going on in the LAPD that someone killed the suspect while in our custody, and it wasn't us.
Oh, well,
do you have any idea of who would have access to LAPD that could do that? Someone that could. Is there any?
Well, I don't
know. I'm concerned.
Yes, I can tell you very honestly that we personally don't have any infiltration into the LAPD. our influences all comes from the top. So the chief of police and of course the governor are very much supporters of ours. But directly, I can tell you that I have no knowledge of anyone sent from Wallace to eliminate Vale. We handed him over because we wanted to very directly make you aware of the situation and how concerned we are that something like this could have so deeply infiltrated our corporation, and of course, it was just a little bit of a personal dig at Detective Perez. I thought this might be quite a handful for him, and wouldn't feel too terribly if it took him out of commission for a while.
I'll fake a smirk and laugh like I think it's amusing what he said. Like, yeah, well, he only has one active hand right now as a result, so it looks like you may have got your point across. But I'm concerned. It doesn't seem like LAPD is holding itself together very well. If you hear anything, please let me know. I feel like I'm one of the few people over there that are trying to actually follow the procedures and are dotting all their I's and crossing all their T's.
Certainly.
Anyways, I'll let you know as soon as we have anything.
Okay, I will as well. If there's any connections between Vale and anyone associated with LAPD, I will inform you immediately.
Thank you. Oh, here's my Kai.
All right.
Oh, it was off for some reason. Let me turn it back on.
Oh, weird. Take better care of your equipment, detective. That's all right. All right. Okay, so you guys make your way from Wallace. So, where would you like to head?
And I'm sorry. Like, did I buy what she said fundamentally?
Oh,
it's always hard to tell.
Yeah. No, your sense, just your general sense, without having to roll anything, is no. She was being very honest. She seemed disturbed that they were infiltrated like this, especially by what they've considered such inferior, technology. It was a little disturbing that something so poorly put together could defeat all of their security. Yes, that was genuine in your without any empathy. You didn't have any use your empathy powers or anything. Okay. No, she completely seemed honest, but of course, her demeanor is always cold. So it was a very small amount of duress. All right. So yeah, we are headed into the evening. So afternoon has finished. So what would you guys like to follow up on next?
We all meeting at that apartment complex, guys?
Yeah, I think we're all meeting at Ellis Vale's place.
Yeah.
All right.
That's where we're going.
I'll call my mom on the way and see if she got anything.
Oh, okay. All right.
Oh, I guess I'll check in with Coco too.
Oh, yes. You can give Coco a quick call. All right. So yeah, since you guys, let's do that. I'll let you get a little bit of information by phone. You won't have the ability to do manipulation rolls or anything over the telephone, but you can get information that's freely available. All right. So so Perez, contacting your mom on the way, she says the Yukon is a kind of a strange. It's kind of a strange place, Aki-kun. The only connection that we have is the proprietor, whose name is. Wait a minute. Where the heck? Oh, wait. Yes, we know Lok Tang. He's the manager of the hotel for the past 20 years. The place where this Ellis Vale was living was a bit shady. It was actually famous for they tracked the Nexus 6 back in 2019 to this place. So it has quite a shady history of things going on. But we know him. If you mention my name, you should be able to impress upon him some importance of his honesty, because I'm sure he's not going to be very open to police investigation. So that's Lok Tang.
Oh, is this the building that Deckard followed Roy Batty to?
This is where Leon was staying.
library.
Yeah. The
This is where Leon was staying.
yes, where Leon's photos were stolen.
Okay.
Yes. So, you can. Okay, so that's the only information that your mom can give you, but that will give you advantage when dealing with the manager. And
Thank you.
you're very welcome, Aki-kun. Be careful. All right, and the
I don't think I ever gave her a name.
Oh yeah. Feel free. I just wrote her as Mrs. Perez, so whatever you want to call her is fine.
Mommy Perez.
Mama Oka-chan. You can. Okay, and so you talked to Coco as well. So who calls Coco?
I'll put him on speaker.
Speak. All right.
I'm assuming that Bishop is driving because
Oh right.
Yeah, I'm flying.
Okay.
unfortunately asked him to get the car.
All right.
Yeah, I was already in the driver's seat.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Okay. So yes, you reach Coco.
What you got for us, Doc? Anything? Good news? Bad news? Any news?
Yes. Well, it's definitive that that metal shard killed Ellis Vale. As far as tracking any pieces of him, I'm finding no serial numbers, nothing. So, however they're producing these replicants is from original materials. I would have no idea. They're not sourcing them from any legitimate manufacturer, or else there would be indications of that.
How viable is it to reuse already existing parts of replicants and or non-replicated people?
The bodies would be grown in batches, but they're obviously not using current technology. It seems because we didn't have we have the record of the empathy test that Perez performed, but we don't have any additional testing about his psychology or mental abilities. So there's absolutely nothing to distinguish this bootleg replicant from a human. It's actually quite scary. So anyone around us could be a replicant, and we would never know it if this is how they're doing it. And as far as the autopsy itself, let's see. The body shows no signs of muscular dystrophy at all. There's no traces of him being a smoker, which was listed as well. There's no yellowing of fingers or teeth. And there were small traces under the fingernails of coagulated blood. I'll need to run a DNA check on this, and I can get back to you on that. But there was blood underneath the fingernails that we removed, and we will we'll DNA type it.
Did you get an ETA on his birthday?
He is very, from what I can tell, as I said, I'm not quite understanding how he was made. I would consider him quite new. There is, other than the physical damage of the altercation in the interrogation room, there are no signs of calluses or any sort of wear and tear on this body. He's feels quite newly made.
And like, this is again William asking, what's the downtime from birth to like fully functional? of a standard replicant? Is it like you're birthed and you've been, or if they don't use the term birth, I'm using it trying to make it seem more
Right.
legitimate.
I think it's like they wake up, right?
Yeah, is that what it is? Like
Yes.
the program, you wake up and you're fully formed. There's no like
Oh yeah, there's
muscle
no
development time or
yeah,
anything like that.
right. Well, yeah, once the body is grown, and your implants are installed, you awaken fully formed.
Okay. So literally, you go to work the day that you were born.
Certainly, yes,
Right.
it's
Right,
possible.
yeah.
Yeah, depending on how they're doing this, it's possible.
Okay.
All right, and I'll get back to you with that DNA if we get any matches on the DNA for the blood.
Thank you very much. You're great, Coco.
Thank you, and I'll be in touch. And Coco clicks off. You hear Biscuit's meow in the background. He's
I yell back to it.
All right. Okay, so yeah, you're all set. So you're headed to the Yukon for the evening shift.
Yeah.
Your guys' initials make APB. That's perfect. All right.
That was our plan all along. We talked about it a year and a half in the making.
Excellent.
APB.
All right. Yes. So you arrive. And of course, yeah, this is there we go. So this is a dingy hotel in Sector 5. It's infamous. So you know exactly where to find it once you were given that address. It was in bad shape in 2019, and now it's, absolutely dilapidated, but still in business. As you know, this is the hotel where Leon Kowalski stayed before being retired by Rick Deckard. An old building. It was obviously once beautiful, but now it's just a dilapidated husk, and it caters only to the people that can't afford anything else.
Wait, didn't Rachel actually retire Leon?
Well, according to LAPD records, Rick Deckard, yes, but I think Deckard may have reported it as one of his kills for the money. But yes, I think you're correct. Rachel pulled the trigger.
I'm a history buff.
Nice. Yes. All right. Okay. Yes. So here we actually have a map for this, so we're all good. Let me make sure you guys can see this. Okay. There we go.
Kel says hello, Perez.
Did you tell her I said hello?
Not those
That
exact
sounds
words.
like a no. Okay.
All right. So you zoom in a little bit on that map if you're having trouble. But yeah, there's the kind of wireframe of the Yukon. And you already know the proprietor, Lok Tang, as related by Perez's mom. You approach the front desk, and a surly... I've got him too. Sorry, you can see everybody. A surly-looking fellow. Where did he go? Oh, wait. Oh, sorry. Let me pull him in actually really quick here. Oh no, he's in the handouts, I think. There we go. Sorry. Oh no. Just give me a minute. Sorry. I didn't anticipate him coming.
So how did the meeting go? Did you get any good information?
Well, she refused to give me any surveillance footage, no matter how hard I pressed. But we sent you all the data. It looks like they were pulling up some old tests, maybe trying to figure out how to cheat them or to get by without them. I don't think that they are behind the Ellis's death.
Ooh. Sorry.
Makes me think that that it's the third party who probably hired him is just covering up their mistake, or I mean, I've heard things about Ray. He may have just put him down for the pleasure of it.
May have. He's kind of a bastard. So look, if you ever have to talk to my contact at the ramen shop, Wong Lee,
Mm-hmm.
start your conversation with the word butcher so he knows you're not an imposter.
Got it.
Okay.
And I have a lead on possibly this establishment that changes people's faces that might be involved with the bootlegging.
I mean, that would work. His body wasn't built the same.
Right.
It was just his face and biometrics.
Yeah, so it's called Bright Eye Salon. It's run by someone named Seraphin, so we need to put that on our list of places to go after this. But anyway, I digress. Big puff of smoke. You Tang?
Lok Teng. I am the manager here. What can I do for you, detectives? And the first thing you notice though is as you enter, you haven't had direct experience. Maybe he's come up in a file or so, but you haven't interviewed this manager before. But he kind of gives a look of familiarity to you, Perez specifically, when you come in.
Oh, really? Did I recognize him?
No. You may have heard his name in relation to the Yukon, but you've never directly interacted with him before.
Guess who was here?
That means okay. Hamari Perez, aka Karasu, says hello.
Very good. Yes, your mother.
My mother. Apparently, that's Japanese for crow.
Yeah,
by the way.
that's perfect. That's perfect.
You shot me a little look when I came in, but I don't think we've ever had the pleasure.
So he looks a little distressed, and he kind of glances over to your partners. You really want me to say?
Yep.
Yeah.
We want to hear this.
Okay, just give me a manipulation because he's very nervous. He
Right.
yeah.
I'm trying to manipulate him too. So
Okay, yeah, you can give your die. Yeah, you can give if Perez has advantage, but you can roll. Oh, I get yeah. Oh no problem. Yeah. You're good. You're good. Okay, so so he the manager kind of bends down a little bit and kind of leans in, and he says, you were here the other night. So where are your friends?
Stamp out the cigarette on his counter.
Oh no.
yeah, Perez, where are your friends at?
I wasn't here, and I'll grab him by the collar.
Oh,
I wasn't here.
you don't have to be so rough. I'm a friend of your mother.
We need, and I'll show him the address, I guess, on my car or something. We need to see this apartment.
Yes, of course. Yes, that's Ellis Vale's room. He only stayed here. He only stayed here for last few months and paid weekly in advance. No trouble. Always paid, but he was always alone until the nights. The night before he came in with you.
Oh, God damn it.
Maybe 5 or 6 people, but you were there, detective.
And did I introduce myself as a detective at that time?
You didn't talk to me, but you look like you.
Do you have security footage of this time?
Yes, let me see. No footage. No, there's nothing. If maybe you can find something in the street, but no, there's nothing of the hotel.
I'll look around the room. Does he have operable
No.
cameras or
The
Esper cameras or whatever?
there isn't anything. Maybe there at one time you see some brackets and some holes in the wall where things may have been installed, but they've long since been sabotaged. And whoever was here, may have been aware of disabling anything. There's no way to show you.
I'll look around out on the street, peek out. Is there any obvious cameras from something across the street that maybe filmed people approaching or anything like that we can spot?
Yeah, if you can access that. Let me see here real quick. You can access the group. There is an image of the group. But you can probably you do see a camera. So if there's a group that entered here, you could probably see where they you see them leaving and where they were going. Yeah. So the Esper wall. If you want to, let me see here. There is. Oh, sorry. I can just look in the handouts.
If this handout doesn't have a picture with Perez in it, I'd be very upset.
Okay, here we go. Yes, so there is a camera outside the hotel, and you see. Why is it doing this? So hopefully, you guys could see all of this. So here is the Esper footage that you can bring up directly from your Kaya. You can't get any extra rolls or information about it unless you are at LAPD, or you can get a better chance of getting extra information. But this is the image that you can pull from the camera outside the Yukon. So you
Is that Ellis Vale?
Yes, and Ellis Vale has been identified in that image. So that blow up is an identifying mugshot of Vale.
Do you have an owl?
I do.
Do
I look? Does one of these silhouettes look like me?
Yes, the one on the maybe the far left or far right. Sorry, the far right.
That guy looks like the Kingpin.
Well, you could slim down a little, Perez. I mean,
I was thinking the guy that's right over the 126.
Oh, sure.
Be smoking.
Oh, yeah. No, that could be you. You can choose. But one of them is definitely looking like your silhouette. You can't see their faces well. The only one that was recognizable was Ellis Vale. But yeah,
any of them look like they might be Bishop or Amor.
Checking now. Where is this page again? I keep jumping around. Okay, here's the Yukon. Okay, so yes, the Esper wall. So you can find 6 people. So this was them arriving. The image that you got. And this is prior. This is the night before. So this is the night before he was apprehended at Wallace Corp. If you make okay, no, yeah, but you can already see you had a good roll for manipulation, so we'll give you the Ellis image. I don't know why they include it in there if it's not supposed to be guaranteed as part of it. But yeah, you see these you see these figures, and one of them is definitely holding an owl.
But none of them are Bishop or Amor.
Not that you can tell. No, they're the only silhouette that is suspicious. Does look to be the Perez-shaped smoking figure. Or actually, not smoking. Not you. Perez is not smoking.
Oh, that's the tail right there.
Yeah.
Well, the department manager asked Perez where were his friends, and he wouldn't have said that if we look like the people that he was with that night.
Yes.
Oh, look at you putting 2 and 2 together.
Yeah, so
way quicker than we are. Maybe
so
he's real
more. Either Perez is in this picture, or it's a clone.
I
It's
wouldn't put it
clone.
past
It's a-
Perez to be in this picture. But
It's a clone.
His arm doesn't look broken though, does it?
Did they just
well, this was the day
arrive?
before.
Did they just arrive on foot, or did they get out of a vehicle?
According to the Esper, it looks like there's no sign of them. They may have arrived by vehicle separately, but they were all on foot as far as the footage leading to this.
Can we do the super Blade Runner enhance on that owl?
Oh, yes. If you want to roll a tech roll, you would have advantage if you did this at LAPD. But through your Kaya, you can do a tech roll and see if you can get any.
I will recommend that to the people who are probably more technically apt than me.
Anybody want to tech it up?
How are you on tech there, Bishop? I kind of feel like I'm a double C type of a guy. If I was to rank myself in tech skills,
Yeah, I have a C rating in tech.
I'm a D in tech and a C in intelligence. So,
Well, I'm a B in
CC.
intelligence.
Oh,
it's you.
It's all you. And you know
Okay.
what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna walk up to Perez and like very awkwardly put my hand on his shoulder and like kind of squeeze it and be like, we need a way to figure out if we're like who we think we are, and like
Well, I have a broken arm, so don't squeeze too hard.
yeah. Well, what I'm trying to do is these aren't people who are built like us. They just have our face. So I'm just trying to get like a feel of like how scrawny or muscular his shoulder is. This is a really awkward, weird way to do this, but just like trying to get like a physical sensation of him and like when I'm standing next to him, how tall he is.
Mhm.
Just so like if I walk up to him again and do this again,
okay.
if it's going to be some stupid role that I probably can't succeed at because I'm half
So,
blind
let's,
and everything. But just like
We could just
filling
cut
out.
one of his fingers off.
Oh.
Jesus.
I mean, they could cut the fingers off of themselves too.
If you had a pen, you could just write an X on the back of his hand.
So I have a D in strength, a D in stamina, and I'm a compulsive smoker. So I think I'm short and kind of not super muscly.
Okay. So if I come up to you again and like do this really like, you know, I was trying to think of like a gesture that seems like a really like familiar, like friendly kind of gesture that we would never do, but that.
Hey, maybe Perez can you do any of those tricks with your tongue?
Oh, the roll or
Maybe
the
like a tongue
I
curl
can
or
do
a
a
tongue
roll. No, I don't do that.
Yeah, we could always ask you to
Secret
do that every
handshake.
time we see you.
We can
that
do
might be one of those biometrics. So that
That's
they
it.
build,
Secret
you know, I don't know.
handshake. That's what we
secret
need.
handshake. I think is where this is going.
That's probably better than cutting your finger off.
The APB handshake.
So I didn't get a good look at everyone. All of your friends that were with you, I didn't see everyone. I saw you and the dark-haired woman with the big bird.
It's a woman with a bird. Okay.
Yes.
Dark-haired woman with the bird.
Yes.
How's that tech evaluation coming along there, Bishop?
What do I do here?
Oh yeah, just
Roll?
roll tech, just a straight tech roll, no
So
advantage or
you
anything.
just click on
Can-
tech and it should
Yeah.
do it for you.
Can I assist him with that? Is that a?
Well, I have a high intelligence.
Mhm.
So, but I'm going to roll on the tech score.
It adds them together.
Yeah,
for you.
it's both. Yeah, you're
Okay,
rolling. Yeah,
okay.
both dice will. Yeah, click tech and it'll roll both. Oh yeah. Okay, so you have a success. So yeah, from the Esper footage, just on your Kaya, you're able to zoom in, and you're looking at what appears to be a great horned owl, a very rare. This would be a very, very rare animal. But yeah, she's carrying a great horned owl.
Okay, so
That's all my tech roll got me.
Yes, you just zoomed in. You got a because it can't tell anything other than a image. To just enhance the image.
so
And the dark-haired woman, I can't make out her facial features or tell if it's somebody that we've met before.
With only one success, no, it's still the angle. She may have been conscious of the Esper cam placement, so she never gives you a good angle of her face.
So, Amor, we probably need to add visiting the Aurelian to our list.
Yes, in Anemoid Row.
Did he die?
No,
You
no.
did him.
Yeah, you guys didn't kill him. Yeah. No, he's...
No,
I'm sorry,
I
I was
think
muted.
Amor
Yeah, I was
died.
going to say Anemoid Road. Yes, that's where we should
Well, I
go.
thought the
Sorry.
Aurelian was a replicant.
Yeah, he is, but hasn't been ever identified and has kind of been left alone. But yeah, in the previous case, they made contact with the Aurelian, and he assisted them in finding the Blade Runner, the runaway Blade Runner. So they've left him alone. The Aurelian, what they have seen is he had both of his eyes replaced. And the technology that they used at the time is failing, so he's going blind, but he's also not able to be identified as an 8 because there's no serial number on his replacement eyes.
He could maybe give us
Well
a
played.
lead on who makes those horned owls.
Yeah,
Yes.
that'd be good. Or maybe this has something to do with, may have connections to the Replicant Underground too. And
Yep.
he has a foot in that door.
Okay. So do you want to see the room? I'll give you the key.
I do, but before, these people included someone who looks like me but was not me. Just to be clear,
Okay.
did they say anything to you or do anything when you encountered them?
No, only Ellis. Only Ellis talked to me, and the others stayed in the background. I saw the face of the woman with the bird and you, but that's it.
And did they all go to his apartment?
Yes, they all entered. They entered the apartment and they left, but Ellis stayed in his room. They left without him.
Can you describe the woman with the owl?
Dark hair, kind of rich looking, maybe, but nothing remarkable about her.
Did when Ellis talked to you, did he seem different than he usually did? Like his mannerisms or his speech maybe seemed a little off or different than what you're accustomed to?
Since he's had a room here, he's always been a little strange. I tell him, did you pay? Do you pay for this week? And he, I don't want to. Okay, here you go, stupid guy. He's always very, acting like I'm causing some big deal for him. But just, ask him to pay.
Every time or just this last time?
No, every time. For the past months that he stayed here, he's always been a little immature.
Oh, okay. Well, that means he's been around longer than I think we thought.
Maybe. As an aside, is it possible that Ellis was staying somewhere else and this has just been where the replacement was until they felt it was the right opportunity? I know this is what he was registered as being, but...
Yeah. Okay. That's a good idea. So yes, we do want to see the apartment.
Okay.
I will go ahead and, while we're going up, radio the station and ask if someone can pull up all known residences for Ellis Vale.
Oh, okay. All right. So, you're given a couple of other hotel addresses. None of them as bad as this one, but it seems like he never had a real permanent. He was never really settled. All the years that he was working for Wallace, he just kind of moved around from place to place.
Is there chronology? Like, can I see the last one before this one and how long ago that was, kind of thing?
Oh, sure. Yeah, the one before this one was like Locke had said, just a few months ago. He made his move to the Yukon.
Okay.
At least, that's what was reported to Wallace.
So we might have to check that address as a potential, crime scene or something.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So you've got the key to room 314. So let me, I'll get you out of this Esper footage here.
Is there elevator music?
No, it's been broken. It's kind of like there's kind of a little bit of distortion from a speaker that was long ago blown out. Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. You guys are still on that map. Yes. So here's the layout, and you arrive at the front door. So I'll put you guys here, overlapping each other. Sorry. Yeah. So
how about I go in first, Perez?
Sure. If I yell clear, plug your ears.
Yes.
Okay.
Good idea. All right.
Pretty sure there's not going to be anybody here, but I'll pull my gun out and cover whoever it was that's walking in.
The last time I had to go to an old apartment that I thought no one would be in, I lost a good man.
Yeah. Right. Oh yeah. Let's double check. Let's double check. That's not the case. Okay. Nope, you're good. And so Amor bursts in the front door, and it's a small single room. So this is what you see.
Oh shit!
That must be Ellis.
So yes, immediately you notice a body.
Does it smell?
No, there's a large pool of blood. You'll have to do maybe a medical roll.
Doesn't like reek of dead rotten person though.
No. Yeah, you don't. It has not been here that long. And you can tell it's male, and his head has been crushed, his eyes gouged. So pretty serious injury, and there's a large pool of blood around his head.
Is that a camera on the bedstand? What is that?
Oh, what is that? That is no, that is on the bedstand is a like a little leaflet, like some advertising leaflet.
Oh yeah, I see that, but the thing next to it.
Sorry. Oh, that thing is. I think that's just a. Oh, maybe that is a camera. Yeah, it's not anything of note. Yeah, it's not anything
Probably just
particularly notable. Something he may have collected, but nothing suspicious. Yeah, it's some kind of a lamp. Maybe it's a lamp alarm clock.
I see the body, so I clear the rest of the apartment.
Okay. Yes. So if you
dropping out of ceilings.
Right. Yeah. So yes, you clear the apartment, and no one jumps out of the bathroom at you or whatever. You basically, from entering that front door, you can take a glance around the corner at that living area, and then the bathroom, and you're good. The kitchenette. It seems that
it's clear.
It's clear. You guys can come in. And
so just for Terry's benefit, this is a cool Blade Runner thing where we get to just sort of tell them what we want to look at and stuff.
Yeah. So if you want to find out more about the body, you have to roll a medical roll, and take a look at whatever else.
I'll check out the body.
Okay.
I'm gonna search that coat on the coat rack.
Oh, cool. Okay.
I can't tell if that's in front of the TV. Is that like a weapon or a smear of blood laying on the ground?
Oh, that's blood, but no, what that is in front of the TV is a feather, a large brown and white bird feather.
Huh. Like that of a horned.
Lucky guess.
Yes, and the leaflet that Perez spotted is a Wallace Corp leaflet. Just a promotion for the corporation in general. Let's see if there's any other info.
Bag and tag.
Yeah, so it's just the typical, you've seen before this promotional material. The stars are hidden behind the life we create is their slogan on that little Wallace
Oh my god.
Wallace,
Say that again?
Sorry. The stars are hidden behind the life we create. So that's their little promotional slogan. And let's see. So
Is that our man, Bishop? Is that our man?
oh yeah. So you can recognize even with the damage to his face that it does appear to be Ellis Vale, and this body is more appropriate to someone with muscular dystrophy. You see, that he
Okay, his
is a bit
face
thinner.
is smashed in and his eyes are gouged out, but I can tell that it's him.
Yes.
I must be pretty good at this.
You are.
Do I need to roll?
Yeah. Why don't you give me a medical roll and to see some more?
Medical aid?
Yes. Yeah. Just do the that one on the sheet. Medical aid. Yes. Oh, do you want to push it? Do you want to push it?
Okay.
There you go. Yeah. Yep. Okay. So no stress, and you succeeded. The time of death, you can get a pretty good idea from the condition of the body. Was the night previous? So he was killed right before. He was killed right before the morning of the infiltration. The head is obviously a massive head trauma. The eyes have been pressed into his head with great force. Body is identical to Ellis, except for much skinnier. He's very thin arms and legs, consistent with muscular dystrophy, and of course, staining on his fingers. He was a very heavy smoker, and yes. So the only
Check his pockets while you're down there.
the only other thing, his pockets don't seem to contain. Well, he's got cigarettes. He has cigarettes on him. And
Save those.
I'll give the cigarettes to Perez.
Oh no!
I'll just throw them at him.
Nothing else remarkable. The jacket itself didn't have anything on it. There was no ID cards or anything that from his employment. So those may have been taken. The only other remarkable thing that you see is to the door to the bathroom on the floor is a newspaper. It's the same Independent Sentinel, another copy of it. The same as the one that was in the briefing that Holden had in the briefing. But if you want to take a look at it.
Did that come out this morning or did that come out yesterday?
That was this morning's issue.
So somebody's been in here today.
Yes. So they have.
You got an approximate time of death there, Bishop?
Last night.
Last night? Okay. So you think they were keeping him on ice kind of thing until they were done?
No, I mean...
Oh, here's the paper.
I assumed that they just showed up last night, killed him, and sat here overnight until the morning. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah,
what does the thing say about the owl on there?
Yeah, I was going to say. There's
there you go.
for an owl.
Yes, that is Runciter Zoological. So another proprietor in Animoid Row. We provide you with a new best friend.
All right, maybe we don't need to see the Aurelian.
Well, I mean, I'm assuming that there's not going to be any personal effects that are going to help us with this, because it feels like he was just a wayward soul that was easy to replace.
So I just want to note that on this paper that was in the bathroom, the bottom left corner of it is torn off.
Yes, very good observation. So if you just, jogging your memory, if you just compare that to the paper that Holden had that you guys had a chance to take a look at, here is the complete paper. So this is something maybe...
Yep. Bright-Eyed Beauty Salon. That's on the list.
Yes.
Why would they
reveal your true self? maybe because somebody needed to go there and have a makeover.
Get some holographic tattooing done.
So this is literally like a gang of infiltrator, like bootleg replicants or something.
Yeah, they're made in batches. So yeah, Holden warned you that you don't know how many you're dealing with at this point.
Anything in that coat?
No, you didn't. There's nothing left over from Ellis. They took his ID cards and everything. Anything he would have kept in his coat, all his keys and everything are gone.
I'm gonna pick up the cigarettes that Bishop threw at me because I only have one arm. I couldn't have caught it. And very clumsily light one, and then look at all that stuff on top of the dresser over there.
Yeah, that's what I was going to do next. I'll move over to where the light is on the. I'll sit down in that chair that would be looking at the TV and just kind of put my hands down and see if there's anything in any of the, like if any loose change fell in here, and if anything's on that little table, I can't tell. It's so blown out from the light.
Right. Yeah, there's nothing remarkable. There's not even, surprisingly, there's not even any photographs or anything. There's nothing to connect Ellis to any sort of family members or any friends or anything. It seems like he led a pretty sad solitary life, which maybe they figured out that's why he made such a good target, because he doesn't have much of any connection to the world. You don't see any evidence of hobbies or pastimes at all. Maybe there's some technical manuals that he brought home from work that he was reading, but other than that, there's nothing remarkable.
Nothing on top of that dresser of interest.
No,
or in the drawers.
Nope, no, nothing. Nothing that stands out.
Do we call this in or keep it quiet?
Oh yeah, are you gonna call in the body? Have it picked up?
I think we need to call it in, but not yet.
So there's 3 of us here right now. I'm assuming that we're not artificial replacements.
They move fast if we are.
We already found out that there's one of you. There could be some of us that we don't even know are there, but don't forget that the one who replaced Ellis here was killed by somebody in LAPD that I asked around. It seems like everyone that was in there was people who are supposed to be on staff, and Ray.
Yeah, so my guess is they're more likely to impersonate humans because you guys can get stopped and interrogated anytime.
Yes, we can.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's much more likely that they're just going to impersonate humans.
And you don't really know Ray, right? Was he acting off to you?
I mean, I know him. I never worked with him, but I mean, he seemed like an asshole, which is kind of his thing, right? Or did he seem?
He was a little bit more abrasive, and that kind of the it went down the chain of command that now that we have replicant blade runners and detectives and on the police force, they need to be treated with respect, and he wasn't showing a tremendous amount of respect to Amor. And they were, he was, even though you've heard Holden use skin job before, he was shamelessly using skin job to refer to you guys.
But isn't he also? Didn't you say at the beginning he was kind of known for just?
Yeah, he was known. Yeah, for
brutally killing the.
Yeah, he retired. He was his treatment of replicants. He took out quite a few, and during around the same time that both Holden and Deckard were active, he took out quite a few, and had to and killed them in some pretty cruel ways. So he was pretty merciless. So he's always had kind of a negative response, but he should have you would think he might have been able to hold his tongue a little bit better. But yeah, he's no fan.
Okay, well that I think that's something we maybe pursue with Holden privately soon, but we don't like get on the phone right now and say, "Hey." I'm gonna walk over to the windows, take a big drag on a cigarette, and look out and just look and see if I see like people peeking through their blinds or on rooftops or suspiciously under, street lights, that kind of thing.
Right. Yeah, you don't obviously notice if you want to do a what is it? I'm totally blanking the role. I guess observation. Yeah, if you want to do observation to see if there's anything suspicious around.
Hell yeah, dude.
But nothing immediately. Nothing without a roll. Oh, okay.
2.
Nice. Well, you do see that because you've made some commotion, maybe turned on some additional lights in this hotel room. You do notice someone on the street that was kind of looking up at towards the same direction, and as soon as they saw a figure in the window, they kind of headed off. But
what did they look like?
Pretty familiar. Perez would Perez would say that it was a pretty familiar shape, not smoking, but a pretty familiar shape.
All right, someone tailed us or has been staking this place out.
I'll pop out another of those fixums and take one real quick.
Oh,
why? But now, also, I feel like
all right. Bunch of pill popping Bladerunners that we got here. All right.
Oh, really? Vicodin. Okay.
All right. So,
want me to get down there and take a look?
This is an extremely violent death, right?
Yes. Yeah. His head was completely crushed. His eyes pushed into his head.
Looks like someone with superhuman strength crushed his face. Is that what?
Yes.
We're getting.
Yeah. You would see that. Yeah. You could. Perez. You don't think you could have done that to him?
Do you guys want to check that out? And I will question neighbors.
Sure.
What are we checking out?
We're gonna go run down Perez.
Okay. What?
All right.
One without a broken arm, probably.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you didn't see he wasn't wearing a sling or anything. Looked in pretty good shape.
Which arm of yours was messed up? Your left arm?
I'm going to say it's my left because it doesn't, like, the only thing is I can't use one of my arms. It doesn't give me other penalties, so I'm going to say it was my left arm.
So, do you have to move your holster to the other side or something? Need someone to help you out with that?
Didn't you use the smoke with your left arm?
I smoked double-handed.
Or was that was another life? Huh? Double-handed.
All right.
Oh, you get a.
We'll start.
Yeah, before you head out, you get you get a little message on your Kaya. It's Coco, and he says, "I just wanted to let you guys know we got the DNA match. The blood under Ellis Vale's fingernails was Ellis Vale's. The body we have has no scratch marks, so it seems that."
He killed himself.
Yes, somehow his own DNA got under his fingernails.
Uh-huh.
Thanks, Coco. You're always great and prompt with your information. I'm running down the steps to try to run down.
Okay.
I will call Coco back while they're doing it.
Okay. Okay. Yes.
Look, Coco, you need to treat this autopsy as whatever the LAPD calls it, but like double top secret, like. It's for me and Amor and Bishop right now, and do not turn this over to any other detectives until we tell you we're ready for you to do that, please.
Okay, I will do that. I'll keep this confidential. With the clearance will only be available to the investigating team. So yes, I'll make that happen.
And just so we're clear, the current investigating team is only me, Amor and Bishop.
But
Are we going to give him a safe word too?
I was under the understanding that Ray McCoy was also working this case.
He's an associate detective in this case.
Yes.
We need to tread lightly on this one, Coco. I appreciate it. I'll bring some kibble for biscuits.
Very, very good. Yes, and I'll let you know if McCoy inquires about anything about the autopsy. But otherwise, I'll keep it quiet.
Thanks, Coco.
All right. Okay.
Come on, Bishop.
So yeah, you guys are making your way down the stairs, and so Lock-Tang calls at you as you're kind of running past. You know what? I realized when Alice got here, Alice was already here. And yeah, he lets you.
Wow.
He lets you guys go.
Great observation, man.
It just occurred to him.
What is his name again?
Lock-Tang.
Yes.
Lock-Tang. Okay.
Okay, so you guys, burst out the front doors of the Yukon, and you can head in the direction that Perez saw, but there's really no trace of anything. Nothing disturbed, not even really tracks to follow, and of course it's raining, so there's not going to be anything obvious. I mean, you can look around, but it's probably going to be pretty fruitful, and it is getting to be pretty late at night. Perez was going to.
Perez just goes next door and like, LAPD, open up.
So most of the doors you knock at are there's no response. The only one that you see light underneath won't open. They don't answer. Sorry, they don't answer to your banging.
I am going to pop one of my pills.
Okay.
And try to kick the door down.
It's like we're like, oh, looks like it's time for action.
All right. So just
just break into people's apartments now.
Sure.
Bladerunners and
So you can give me a force roll if you just want to brute force the door open. Yeah, it's locked, so it's not opening.
Okay.
Use the force, Luke.
I'm really bad at this, but here goes nothing.
Uh-oh.
I will push
it?
that.
The door does not give.
All right, I'll bang on the door again and say, it's in your best interest that you open this door.
Yep, no response still.
Maybe they're dead.
I was like, God damn it. And I'll run down the stairs to Lock-Tang.
We need Lock-Tang's keys.
Okay. So
I'll get the apartment number.
Yeah,
and then I'll run downstairs.
That's my apartment. Don't go in there. I don't give you permission. I don't give you permission to go in there. Yeah, that's a manager's. Yeah, you saw the number, but you also you maybe failed to see the manager placard on the on the door. He just leaves the lights on. Yeah, so
Okay.
it's empty. Yeah. There's almost no one stay here. There's only a few rooms, and I think no one is home now. No one is here.
All right. Listen, Locke. May I call you Locke?
Yes.
I can't really get into this too in depth right now, but there's been a murder on that floor.
Ooh.
And it was not a pretty one. You telling me you didn't hear anything?
Well, there was shouting last night. There was a big commotion when you came up. When you and your friends went up to Ellis's
that wasn't
room.
Me.
Whoa,
wasn't
okay.
me.
Not you went up with not your friends. There was a lot of yelling. Yeah, we heard a lot of yelling, and then they just left, and Alice Ellis didn't leave.
And did you make out any of the conversation that they were yelling?
No, nothing. Nothing.
And you didn't hear like, oh my god, my eyes, or anything like that?
No. No, not that I remember. I tried
Where
not to
is-
listen.
Where's me and Amor at?
You're out front in the rain. Yeah, you're out front of the hotel.
Like standing there. Like,
yeah,
you know,
trying to get
Wallace-
trying to get an idea of like which direction. You can come back in now.
Trying to make a tracking roll. I mean, there's nothing to track. Yeah.
Yeah. There's really there's no hope of finding him. And so Perez noticed too. He moved fast. Yeah, when he took off, he moved very fast. All right, so I think this might be a good place. Yeah, because we'll have the unless do you guys want to do the downtime? You want to do night shift now, or if you've got some more energy, we can do the night shift.
Are we finished here with Loctang and?
Yeah, are you? Yeah. What? Anything else?
Yeah, I think we should make it known now, like, and have the boys in blue come in and zip this place up.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right, so call it in and get the get LAPD there. Okay. All right.
Should we stake out the room and sleep in the car?
I don't imagine they saw us up here. They're probably not coming back. They have no reason to.
Okay.
Really, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
there's no personal things.
Yeah,
Ellis
and
is dead.
they killed the Ellis clone, and
Yeah, their cover is gone, so they're.
I say, look, I have a nice little apartment. We're dealing with people making copies of people. Why don't the three of us all go back to one location?
Can I smoke there?
I would. I mean, you can do it out the window.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool. Okay, so you're going to do downtime for the fourth shift?
Yeah, and
Okay.
we'll all go back to Amor's place.
Okay, cool.
Or
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a more like love.
All right.
It's Amor.
Nice.
I almost said Amore, and then I thought, no, he's gonna be like, oh, he's making fun of my name too. So
No. That was the idea behind it.
So I have written down, just since we're kind of wrapping up, I have written down that we need to go to the Bright Eyes Salon, talk to Seraphim,
Mhm.
and we need to go to Runsitter Zoological about the owl. You
Mhm.
guys, anything else that maybe we need to?
No, that's what I have too. That's all I got. Just start shooting people. I have that written down. I don't know if
we
that's
could-
gonna help.
since there's a clone of Perez already, when we go to the salon, maybe we could just have Perez's face made different, and then
Then
won't
they
look
can't
like
be
a clone
impersonated. They won't
anymore.
know. We'll just stay ahead of it. I like it.
This stint in my lung has got me a little off the surgery for a while.
The which lung? The only one?
The
You only
left
have
one.
one, right?
The left lung goes with the broken arm.
Okay, let's go rest.
All right. So,
Rest your lung.
so you guys
I kind of want to.
Oh,
Does anybody? I kind of want to. I sort of want to tell Holden about Ray,
Clones?
about the possibility that Ray is the guy. I
You
realize
think Ray is
now
a
that
clone?
I think he might be. He might be the
Why?
killer.
Why do you think Ray is a clone?
Because someone died.
Because he
under his
was more rude
watch?
than usual.
Yeah, he was like it was like 2019 all over again, man. He's like he hasn't progressed at all, and also there's this mysterious death that he reported to us, and like I'm also regretting that we didn't stop and think that we should look at camera footage from the police station.
Maybe we should warn Holden, because Holden could be in danger. You know, we don't want him to lose his only lung.
Yep.
Well, he's got two again. Just they're synthetic,
Oh, okay.
right?
It makes a
Metal,
noise.
I think I heard.
Doesn't it like make
Yeah.
a noise or something?
Yeah, we can build
Easy.
robots that look exactly like people, but we can't build a lung that looks like a lung.
So we also probably should get in all of 3 of our Kayas, all our heights and weights, Holden's height and weight, and Ray's height and weight.
Yeah. You can download that from the database. All that information from your.
Maybe we should measure the length of our arms too.
Okay, you do that part. I'm not too technical.
If you don't watch Doctor Who, you wouldn't know what I'm talking about.
I watched some Doctor Who, but I don't remember that one.
It was the 3-parter 60th anniversary special.
Oh, I'm not
with
very
David
current.
Tennant.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, they just aired in November.
Oh, yeah.
When I used to have BBC America, I watched it all the time.
No, you have to watch it on Disney. It's only on Disney.
Gotcha.
Hey, something else magical happened. I totally missed
All the
it.
new Who.
What?
Thank you.
All the new. What magic happened?
Let me check.
Are you
Yes.
Who was the wizard? Who was the wizard?
Oh, you got another subscriber.
Gato Rojo. Thank you. Yeah, thank you for the sub. We appreciate it.
So it's party at Amor's house
Yes.
for the night?
I mean, I was hoping sleeping at Amor's house, but
You'll have to see. Okay, so yeah, you guys are gonna all have to roll D8s to find out what happens during your downtime.
We all roll at the same time. Let's see. Mine says 6. There we go.
Oh,
Mine says 7.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Oh no! Why
Oh
is he laughing?
no! Sorry. Okay, so Amor
Your
was
other arm breaks.
a 7. All right. Let's see. So
I rolled an 8.
and you rolled an 8. Okay. Thank you. So Bishop rolled an 8. And sorry, what did you roll again, Perez?
6.
6. Okay.
We got a small straight.
All right. So Amor receives a call from Holden. So Holden directly calls Amor and said, "So I got the a notification you found Ellis's body at the Yukon, and you called it in. Anything else to report on the case? How did it go with Wallace?"
well, I think we're on the same page there. Didn't we just? I'm asking actually. Didn't we just send him a report and tell him that stuff? I'm paranoid now, so I'm like, wait, is this someone pretending to be him calling me and asking questions?
Oh, no,
that's what I'm asking. Right
yeah, right. So no, this is the proper channels for Holden and everything. And yeah, you've uploaded things. You didn't say there was anything you didn't upload. So yeah, he was just trying to get a direct. I don't know if you told him exactly, or if you want to hold back or whatever, what you discussed privately with Kel.
I think that's the only thing that I haven't really talked to anybody about. Yeah, otherwise, everything.
Yeah. So he asked about Wallace, and you're going to kind of keep that to yourself.
Yeah. The stuff with Kel. Yeah,
yes. Okay.
Right now.
All right. Well, good.
So we tell him about the orb, right? The memory orb with the.
Yeah. I told him about the whole meeting. I didn't tell him about when I forgot my Kai and went back and found it.
Okay.
That's the part I didn't tell him.
Okay. Just
Are we talking about are we telling him about the Ray thing or no?
Yeah. Are you gonna mention Ray?
I don't think I want to do that through channels like this. I think we need to start doing everything in person because I'm afraid that there's people hacking and tracking stuff at this point because it seems like. I guess I would say I haven't heard anything from Ray. Has he posted anything? Because what's coming up on his end? That's what I'll ask about Ray.
Oh, okay. What Ray? So Ray. Ray reported in someone broke into Bright Eyes Beauty Salon and killed Seraphin, the proprietor.
Oh Christ!
That's all he's.
Now.
What? Why did he go there?
It was a lead. He claimed he was following a lead. She's involved in the Replicant Underground, and so it was logical that they may know. Yeah, they may know some. He said they may know some bootlegs, or she may know.
We got to come up with a new
Ray-
term than bootleg.
I know. Yeah, I think so too. It sounds better in Swedish, I'm sure.
Well, I just think that Amor is like, ugh, every time. They're like, leg.
Yeah, right.
So we're all hearing this conversation, right?
Yes. Yeah, you can.
So I'm gonna raise my eyebrows at Amor. And like, I don't know if you know what I mean, but Ray and what we were thinking earlier,
Mm-hmm.
and everybody at Bright Eyes is dead.
Well, yeah, that's why I asked. Why was he? What led him there? Like, did he have? He's cleaning up. He's the bad guy. But what are we gonna do?
Oh.
We can't. I don't want to say anything. The walls
I
have
have
ears, man.
I have a suggestion.
Put my hand over the speaker part. Yes.
Swing by the office in the morning, get the Voight comp test, have Ray come to your apartment to debrief, and spring it on him.
Ooh.
That works.
Ooh. Interesting.
Yeah, that works.
Okay.
I'm good with that.
Yeah.
All right.
But this was my random 7. Did something else happen with me?
No, yeah, you get
We're good.
yeah, you get to rest and recover. Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
You're de-stressing and recovering. Holden just wanted an update. Yeah, and that's yeah.
Okay.
Can Bishop set my arm while we're resting?
Oh yeah. If he wants to do some medical, sure.
Oh,
This
cool.
thing's just been flapping
That's pretty
around
fun.
and it hurts like hell.
Sure. No problem.
Maybe you can
I
just
probably
wrap
have
me up.
some. I have some T-shirts that, I've worn more than 3 times, so they don't look as cleanly pressed as they used to. You can use to
Right, so
wrap
Perez is
yourself up.
walking around with a broken arm that hasn't even been set.
Yeah, I literally have it like
Oh
shoved.
my god!
I have it
That's
shoved
why
into
he's
my coat
taken-
pocket, and it's just holding it close to my body.
Yes. You were too worried about obtaining
Okay.
grenades than medical treatment.
Are we still? Wait, where are we at? Are we
We're
back at Amor's place now?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, we're at
yeah,
Amor's
you're
place.
all at Amor's place. Yeah, the call came in from Holden on the Kaya when he was there.
Okay, well, I'll put Perez on the floor or on the coffee table or whatever works and set his arm.
Woohoo!
After 6 hours, the setting really doesn't work that way. A lot of swelling.
That's what the pills are for.
Rebreak
Shut
it.
up.
Yeah.
Rebreak it.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think it's going to have to be. I think break is probably still broke.
So yeah, go ahead and do a medical roll. Yeah, you don't have any. Just do a straight roll because there's no facilities or anything there. Hey! Yes.
Hey!
All right. So yeah, you will heal. It's been set now, so it will heal in a month. You will recover.
You won't
completely,
bleed to death.
and you won't bleed to death. There's no bone sticking out anymore.
It was a clean break. Yeah.
Good. All right.
Did you make it so there's a space in the harness for me to put a pack of cigarettes?
Oh my
Nice.
that stuff is bad for you. You should just give it up.
Did you see the air quality report on that newspaper?
Is that right below the amazing less than 28% unemployment rate?
Yeah, it's probably safer to smoke than to breathe LAA.
Yeah, you're actually
Well,
filtering the
then
air
you
by
should
breathing
quit
cigarettes.
smoking and move.
Nice.
Since your weak human lung probably can't handle it.
Right. I know. I'll go to
So we
Vegas.
all made rolls. So was the roll to see who got the phone call?
No, you're each going to have an event.
Oh, sorry, we're interrupting.
Oh no,
Okay.
it's okay.
Yeah.
And so for Bishop's role, the vid phone, not your Kaya, the vid phone rings at Amor's place.
Oh.
So your phone
The
is
vid phone.
yeah. So it's a video phone calls coming into Amor, but and anybody
Okay.
anybody can answer it. If they so choose. But it
Bishop's
Oh, so
call,
it's
though,
the
right?
house
Yeah.
phone.
yeah, it was Bishop's call.
It's like the landline.
Yes, the landline
Okay.
comes in, and this
And I'm answering that.
sure, yeah, you can answer it because you were the closest, and Amor's like, yeah, once you get that, he wasn't expecting anybody, and you see this is who's calling you on the phone, this gentleman. I hope I have the correct number. Yes, I was told that this is the LAPD Rep Detect unit, and I'm calling to report a theft. I've been in contact with LAPD several times, and this is the only number that I was given to report what has happened. And you see on the display that it's. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead. I see on the display.
Yeah, you see on the display that this is Rensselaer. That this is the owner of the animal store, and he's calling you to report a theft that happened the previous night.
Do I know him?
From the ad, yes. Emil Rensselaer is he's the proprietor of Rensselaer's Zoological, and he says they stole the owl.
Stole his owl.
The owl is gone, and I've been all day. I've been trying to get a hold of someone. Finally, I talked to this Holden, who recommended that I need to contact you, and this was the number.
Do you have video surveillance from your shop to see who stole the owl? Of
course, I have very good working Esper cameras in my store and everywhere. So as soon as possible, please come and see this crime scene. The value of this animal is. It's invaluable. There's no way to put a price on this bird. Please come as soon as possible.
Okay, we'll be over there first thing in the morning.
Thank you so much. And your name was?
My name is Bishop.
Yes, Detective Bishop. Thank you so much. I'll be expecting you. Okay, so Rensselaer
if he lives it through the night.
Whoa. Ray's probably going to go pay a visit to him.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. And we have one more downtime event. And you rolled... God damn it.
Don't laugh like that.
I'm sorry. And so Perez rolled a 6. And you're at home. And...
Well, I'm at Amor's home.
Yes. And the video phone rings again. And
so is it my
I never get calls. Can you please get that, Perez?
How does everybody know that we're here?
Yeah, well, you're supposed to be at your own homes, but they forward your calls. You set your calls to forward from your appropriate residences. Yeah, so I guess call was forwarded from Perez's line to Amor. And it's being made from a public phone. There's no identification except the location of the serial number for the phone itself. The face of the caller remains in shadow, and their voice is just a whisper. And you hear just a very, very slight. Why did you roll first? Why don't you roll insight to see if you can tell who you're talking to?
Yeah.
You're gonna
push it.
Okay, push it. Oh, nice.
There we go.
Oh, very good. So you hear a whispered voice that you recognize as your own, saying, "Who are we? Who are we? I can't kill you. Who are we? Why do we? What? Oh, so why do we do what we do? Are we following orders? Why not just run away? What is our purpose?"
If I'm aware of this, can I hire the LAPD and have them try to trace a call?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
But
you don't have to kill me, and I don't have to kill you. There's always a moon bus for your sort.
Where do I go?
Oh, God damn it. My whole plan for Ray is getting screwed up right now. Meet me at Wong Lee's ramen shop first thing in the morning. We'll work it out.
I'll be there. And he clicks off.
God damn it.
All right. Well, you guys, you don't all have to be in the same place. Right.
So you're saying I'm going to go deal with Ray myself. I like it.
All right.
I don't think you should do that either.
Yeah, so it doesn't say that any of you lose the rest. So you guys are all back to full health and resolve after the downtime.
Well, my uppers took care of that anyway.
Yes, you're all good. You're all good. All right.
Do you always heal the full, or do you just get one?
Was it? I thought it was full. Where's the downtime?
Yeah, I'm only down one.
Okay.
No one else was hurt, so it's probably fine.
To suffer stress. Lets you heal. Chapter 9. Okay.
So what kind of vid collection you got, Amor?
Mostly documentaries on the LAPD and like previous law enforcement and
Oh my god.
maybe some stuff on like medical procedures.
I'm gonna root through your fridge and just turn on regular whatever Blade Runner television is.
Nice. So sorry.
There's 2 dozen pre-packed meals in my refrigerator, perfectly stacked and nice and straight.
Nice.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
Not like purchased, like I meal prepped. I have 24, like the whole month's meals prepped out in this fridge.
All right.
Nice.
I'm gonna root around in them until I find some like General Tso's chicken, and then I'm gonna eat it.
Nice. So you do. Let's see. So humans heal 1 point of health per shift of downtime. Replicants heal 2. And you can interact with your signature item to relieve a point of stress, resolve, gain a point of resolve. So the medical roll for that Bishop did was successful, right? Okay. So however many successes, you get to heal that many points as well for your health. So
I'm not down any points that I'm aware of.
Oh, I'm sorry, for Perez. You did it to Perez, right? Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yes.
I was full too because I've been popping these pills.
Oh, cool.
We've taken so many pharmaceuticals, and all we needed was a nap.
Right.
I
Okay.
literally just have an arm that doesn't work,
Yeah.
and a lung that hurts when I breathe.
Nice.
So it looks like we all have a place to go tomorrow. I'll go fight Ray. Bishop can go to the animated row, and you can go meet your clone by yourself. Sounds like we'll all be fine, and there'll be no problems.
Perfect.
I don't know about that, but okay.
You know what that means?
What?
Time to get a boy in blue assigned to me.
Oh yeah,
Nice. All right. Yeah, I think that'll do it then. Yeah, I think this is a good time to break. We'll do beginning of next session. We'll do the points in case you guys want to level anything up. We'll go through any promotion or humanity points.
Oh, cool.
And you'll be able to do stuff with them. But nice, good job. This is you're on a much tighter schedule with 3 players, and you've made some good progress. So yeah, I think it works well. Some good rolls. That Wong Lee roll was very good.
Oh, good.
Cool. So are we good for next week? Oh, let me sign off the stream. Sorry. So
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah. So thanks everyone for listening. This is our first full session of Blade Runner Case File 2, Fiery Angels, with all kinds of copies of everybody running around. So thanks for listening and watching, and we'll see you next week. Goodbye.
Bye.
bye.